ages across the galaxy. Civilizations crushed. Worlds devoured whole.
Firing now.
Only one force can halt the annihilation of mankind. The Space Marine. Armed for battle. Weapons of steel. And fire. And brute force. There will be no mercy. There will be no retreat. There is only war. We are Space Marines.
That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength.
Welcome, Space Marine. You're accessing Codex entry, Chainsaw. Captain Titus of the Ultramarines will demonstrate its effectiveness in combat. The Chainsword is a sharp-edged melee weapon with powered razor-sharp teeth that run along the specially forged blade. The weapon makes an angry roar as its teeth spin, intensifying into a high-pitched shriek when it slams into armor. Your enemies will cower at its very sound. When wielded by a Space Marine, it is lethal. It will be your right hand and your enemy's death.
Oh, dude, you have to be a partner or affiliate to use Pull Command. I'm fucking done, man. That's so cringe. Yeah, you can't use Full Command unless you're a Twitch or unless you're a partner or affiliate with Twitch.tv. Insane. I was gonna ask, like, if we think they're gonna make it to me. About wiping. Oh, that's not how you want to dodge,
Greetings,
my
Space
friend.
Marine recruit.
Oh, no.
You are accessing Codex entry, Power Axe. Captain Titus will illustrate how to utilize the Power Axe and why it is a tool for offense as well as defense. When all seems lost in battle, the Ultramarines are called upon for duty. This is the weaponry they use to defend mankind.
Do I just like Alt F4 and go into the next game real quick? I mean, they're kind of almost there, but still believe? Okay. Still believe. I don't know. I think they're gonna wipe actually, because they're staggering quite hard.
There's all level 30.
Oh,
and he
okay.
has
I
new
was
veterans.
like, I don't know, man. I'm scared.
I like the animation, but I don't like the game. What the? What the fuck?
Hold on, I'll just give you anecdotal experience from myself. I'm 35. Do you think that women my age are offering like orders of magnitude more in terms of their behavior and demeanor and personality than a 25-year-old?
What is the difference to you?
What?
What is
Why
better
don't you
for
answer
you?
my question before asking me a question?
I'm saying yes, 35 to me personally,
You think
my values,
35-year-old
yes.
women across the board are offering more to me in terms of their personality and their behavior and how they conduct themselves than a 25-year-old?
Maybe not. I would say yes to
How?
me.
Tell me how.
Okay, this is how. Ready?
I'm ready.
So, 35 years old, you have gone through and experienced different things that make you understand like who you are and what you value, and also you know what you want. When you're 25, you don't even necessarily know who you are, and you're
The
and not only
prefrontal
that,
cortex is
you know
fully
why?
developed at 25.
Just barely. Like it
No,
just
it's fully
sealed
developed.
off.
It's fully
But-
developed.
Okay, ready? So
Yeah, I'm ready.
25, right?
Yep.
You haven't been through as much experience as
I
that
don't-
35, right?
We don't. Okay, hold on.
Okay, can you follow that though?
Follow what?
Can you follow what I'm
yes,
saying?
I absolutely follow what you're saying, but I'm sitting here as a man telling you, I don't, and most
But
men
what's the
don't
difference for
give
you?
a
Can you answer
fuck.
that question?
Most men don't give a fuck about your experiences, most of which involve trauma and baggage. You've got more dick, you've been through more dick, you fucked more guys, you have more bodies.
Can you let
Maybe you
wait,
picked
no,
up
no,
a
no,
couple
no.
STDs.
Can you let me can you let me get there for a sec? Can you let me respond?
I just articulate the actual experience that would make me more attracted to a girl.
Can I respond?
What's the experience?
Okay, here's the thing, ready? So the fact that you're saying that right now is so fucking cringe and weird.
How-
The
why
fact
is
that
it
you're saying
cringe?
when you're 25, you're more attracted to that person because of why? Can you give me a reason why?
Because you want to have sex with them.
So that's it.
No, there's more
Yeah.
reasons.
Is that your
I
answer?
can-
Well, look, no, listen. Yes, the thing is what Brian is saying is that men value the experiences of women less than they value their physical characteristics. Now, that can grow. That can grow over time where you value them for other things other than just their physical beauty. But it seems apparent to me, and it's apparent according to this study that I have pulled up in front of me, which says that men, so when they're investigating the age span, women reported a narrow age range than men, and women tended to prefer slightly older men. Makes sense? We also show that men's age range widens as they get older, meaning they still have a preference towards younger women. Doesn't mean they can get them, but they still have a preference. Why? Now, this may come as news to you. Perhaps your prefrontal cortex is not completely developed yet, but the gal next to you is going to tell you the same thing that I am. It's the same thing that she knows. Men like to young, hot women. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
So
No, I'm right.
what is the reason for that? What is the reason then?
Hold on.
What do you think?
Because of
it's
so the
cool.
reasoning from your worldview would be due to reproduction.
Well,
Younger
I have
women
a lot
have
of
more
guy
babies.
friends, and thank you, Andrew. A lot of guy
Final
friends.
Wave Feminism donated $200.
They don't want all the
I'm
baggage.
39.
They don't want all the
Don't date
older
women
women
over
that
30.
have men.
It's nature. Men want a family, not a partner. Sex equals children. Even the stripper admitted dating is harder 30 plus as a woman.
She did, but
Wait,
she was
so
saying
hold on. Let's
different
get into this. So, okay. First off, it's not clear. Like, do you think that all women at 25, their personality is just like dog shit? They're terrible human beings, and then at 35, they're magically the best partners ever, and they treat you the best?
No, you're going to two extremes right now. I never said that.
I'm actually what
You're
I've,
putting that in
what
my
I've
mouth.
actually experienced is as women get older, they tend to get actually more malevolent as they get older.
And you're not. And are you
What?
not? Like, because you look
if a
pretty
woman-
malevolent
that's-
right now.
Sure, if a woman doesn't
For
want to
being
date
real.
me because I'm more jaded
What?
and I've had more experiences,
Wait,
I
how
don't
does
give
he
a
look
fuck.
malevolent?
He's like, really? All right, let's roll it
Yeah,
back.
really.
Roll the clips back.
Yeah, well, let's roll it back. You tell me why. How does Brian look malevolent? He's having a straight-up conversation with
Okay.
you where he's
All right,
explaining
we can be
the
delusional,
worldview
so-
paradigm differential.
What?
How
Okay.
would that be malevolent?
He's literally like, who would want to date him then? Like,
What
let's
does
be
that have-
real. He's being like so bitter about this.
Bitter about what?
Like,
How am I
why
being
would a
bitter?
girl that age want to date you then?
What?
Because she wants his resources.
What's that? You're
I
about
don't
to
know.
leave. Why?
No, your conversation you're having, first of all, the way that
It's dumb?
you're speaking
How am
about
I-
women. No, I didn't
how
say
am I
I didn't
speaking?
say the conversation.
Okay.
If you're sensitive to sound, you probably use earplugs. But foam earplugs don't really matter.
I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved
Can you make it louder?
if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what, there's like a
And
lot.
women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop f***ing these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting.
Okay.
So men are lonely, can't get, are touch starved. Women need to start putting their body head on their forehead because they fuck too many men and they're fucking around too much, and we have no more virgins who are pure and don't want to do those things. Which one do you want? Do you want a world full of virgins, or do you want a world full of hoes that are fucking you guys?
No, I think
it.
well, I mean, he did say women originally, and then he said he made an argument for men basically becoming accountable because they don't want another number added to their forehead. I mean, obviously it would never happen for obvious reasons, but it would create a lot of accountability for everyone. And we see a lot of, like, people don't hold themselves accountable for things a lot nowadays.
For what though? Because we're not saying put on a
some
men's head.
dick.
Yeah, the only thing that's being accountable for is the fact that she has to take account for the fact that she's slept with another man. I don't see how that's a society starlight. Everything in the world's gonna change. I know it's a joke, but like, still to even like try to like sit and try to rationalize that statement is like, I don't even think that should have the energy towards it because it makes.
Here, let's give some other people an opportunity to respond. We're gonna go around the table.
Oh, he wanted to hear from you? Okay.
You, and then we'll just go around like this.
I don't really have too much to say on that one.
Come on, you're a little upset by what he said.
No,
Come on.
I mean, it was, look, it's obviously an unrealistic expectation that women are suddenly gonna have their body counts on their foreheads. I also think that, yeah, while some women may want to watch it, I think it won't change anything for some other women who will continue doing what they were doing previously. So I don't even really think it's worth thinking about all that deeply, because I think, sure, it might stop some people, but it won't affect others, so.
I think some people are open about it and some people aren't, and the reason they're not, I think specifically with people who have a higher body count, I don't know if they are ashamed of themselves or worry more about other people shaming them. So I think it's an uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. So I don't know if that would be the best approach. Yeah.
Okay.
If somebody's gonna put themselves in the position where they do have a high body count, I don't think that it would be an issue if everybody had to know, because men deserve the option. They should deserve the chance to know what a woman's body count is if women have the same opportunity. Like, a man should be able to want somebody who has slept with 0 people just as easily as a woman should be. Like, I don't think there's an issue with that.
I actually kind of agree with that. Kind of going back to like your comment too. Like, if like a woman wants people to know like how many people that she slept with, she'll go out and tell people. So it's just like, and if a guy wants to know how much a woman has slept with, it just gives women accountability as well as men. So
I think it would definitely hold accountability in the way that, like, I think people do know that sometimes it's morally not unacceptable, but I think people are ashamed of it. And I think, like, if people were to know, they wouldn't want them to know. So I think definitely it would definitely make a difference. I'm not saying, like, I just think, like, oh yeah, if you have a high one, I'm not shaming you in any way, but I think definitely there's some people out there that are ashamed of their high one. But I'm not saying that's everyone, but I'm saying I think morally, or like just in general, like it would definitely, I think, make an effect on how many hookups there would be in today.
Sure.
I just think that's like a personal conversation that like should happen between you and the person like you're looking to have a relationship with. I don't think it needs to be like everyone needs to know. I don't think that's necessary. I just think like you and the other person can have an honest conversation about it, and like that's all there has to be. Like, I don't think it needs to be like some public thing that like everyone knows about. Like,
Okay.
I think what I will say is, in terms of hookup culture, like, if you're sleeping with someone, why does body count necessarily matter if it's just gonna happen like for a night? In terms of like a relationship though, like, I feel like there should, like, if you're telling the person that you're gonna commit to a relationship with, you should like build a sense of trust. Like, if you're lying to them about your body count, like, that's a whole other issue that I feel like is just not gonna lead to a good relationship with good, like,
Sure.
standards.
Well, I mean, what I would just answer to your first part there is, even for a one-night stand, I think a lot of guys, even in that circumstance, even in that context, would probably still prefer to get with a girl who has a low body count, even if it's just for casual sex.
I think they don't care.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout, everything, including the content, literally in a few minutes. Watch this. So I'm using Designer, which
Men will care far less if it's just a hookup, like it's less of a priority than for like a relationship or a marriage. But I mean, if given the option, okay, for a one-night stand, assuming both of the women are down, you have a woman who slept with 100 men versus a girl who's a virgin, the guy's probably going to pick the virgin.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. If it's just a hookup, I'm saying the man's going to choose.
No,
the
I'm
one
saying
with the
even
100.
for a one-night stand,
Yeah,
even for
and
a
I'm
hookup,
saying-
he's going to pick the virgin.
Maybe you know more because you're a man, but I would say they're going to choose the one with 100 versus
No.
a virgin for a
Nope.
hookup because
Nick,
they
what do you
want
think?
someone more
We need to get
experienced.
Nick on this more.
You want a virgin?
Oh yeah, bro. That's
Even for a one-night stand.
Yeah, I guess maybe just the guys I'm around, they would prefer someone with more experience, especially with something like just a hookup. Then they're not trying to get a hookup and then teach her how to hook up. They're trying to get their needs met, and that's it. But for a relationship, that's completely different. I wouldn't say the same for a relationship, obviously.
I feel like a lot of guys use it as like an ego booster though. Like, oh my god, I just took this girl's virginity, or oh my god, I just got with a girl that only has like one body, and then they'll go and like be proud of that and tell their friends about that. And that's why guys usually like going for virgins and stuff like that.
Well, I think it's just psychologically more stimulating.
Okay, so virgin, yes, but okay, maybe 3 bodies versus 100. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
see how, I
even
can see
the
virgin
lower the
card.
better.
The virgin card is definitely, that's a thing I've heard of before, but yeah. That's also more of a high school thing I've heard of. I don't really hear of adult men being like, I took her virginity.
I don't
So
either.
that's-
I think that men like view it more as like, I mean, I'm not going to speak for all men, but I do know a lot of men that get genuinely disgusted when women have incredibly high body counts.
Yeah.
But I mean, for
Like even she said she's a virgin. She said that some guys be like, they don't like it. But
Well,
we
yeah,
know
of
it's they
course,
want to
yeah.
sleep with her.
Well,
Yeah,
they
but
don't
it's
like it because they're not going to get quick sex.
I agree. That's probably the majority of the reason why. The majority of them think that.
So I think given the option between like, okay, if for the instance of a one-night stand, if a girl has a body count of 3 compared to something upwards of 100, they'd pretty much always pick the 3 girl.
I genuinely believe the guy for a hookup should pick the girl with the higher body count because she's more experienced
they maybe,
and
but
could give them a better time. So I don't.
Disagree on that. I disagree.
But I don't get the male brain thinking fucking a virgin or a girl with a really low body count is better when, like, with more experience, they have more skill. So the physical pleasure is increased.
Not,
That's
but
why
not
I think the guys
necessarily.
who actually do sleep with virgins don't usually want it anymore.
Disavow.
I feel like it's like a fantasy thing.
Disavow. Let me ask you a question, right?
Okay.
Well, you've never had sex. I don't know. So I guess to the girls who've had sex, do you need to be? Maybe you don't need it, but does it elevate the sexual experience if, aside from just the man's technical skills in the bedroom, you're also psychologically stimulated by him in some way? So either he's really physically attractive, you really like his personality.
Yes.
So is there a psychological component to the enjoyment when it comes to sex, right?
Sure, but it's not because he's a virgin.
But men,
well, for
men
guys,
and women
that's
are
their
different.
Men and women view sex differently.
Okay.
That's just what I'm saying, like, for me personally.
And I feel like all this, honestly, doesn't matter regardless because I have never heard of a man who was just going for a one-night stand and even ask what their body count is.
Liam Millet donated $100. Why do you guys care if they ask about your body count?
Kiko?
I don't care if they ask. I never said they did.
Okay. But I guess for like kind of responding to you, like, oh well, wouldn't you want to get with a girl who's had 100 bodies because surely she must be more sexually experienced, ergo the sexual experience is going to be more pleasurable because she's got a certain technique, the Gluck Gluck 9000 or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, I don't think men are, first off, that's a particularly huge preoccupation. Like, a woman's technical skill in the bedroom is dwarfed by, I would say, the psychological stimulation that she might provide, either through being really physically attractive or by having a low body count or by being a virgin, for example.
I'm not saying they prefer the one with the higher body count, but for physical pleasure, like the skill level, they should.
Well, if that's your only, but like, I think for
But you're
both men
talking
and women-
mentally, right?
Well, yeah, I think both men and women are psychologically stimulated. Like, let me ask, would you rather have the best sex of your life with a guy who you thought was physically unattractive and you didn't really like his personality, or would you rather have average sex with a guy who is really fucking attractive, really hot, good personality, and maybe technically he wasn't as good as this other guy, but the other things he's bringing psychologically, the psychological stimulation actually make the sex better?
The average
I mean, you haven't had
sex,
sex, I don't know. Like,
but I care about personal connection.
Have you ever seen the magic glasses that can see clearly without glasses? This glasses can not only see far away, but also see near. This smart zoom glasses from Japan are really great.
And also, I'm not anti-sex. I'm just anti-sex with guys who I don't have a established relationship with. So I'm not like saving myself for marriage or any of that. I simply want a meaningful connection, and guys this far or currently are not offering what I require, so it's not happening. But I'm not anti-sex.
Yeah.
I'd have sex if a guy
deserves it.
Yeah.
but it's kind of like the same thing. Like, what if there was because men will view a woman who has a low body count, isn't promiscuous, or who's a virgin, they might view that as something that would make the sex better. They might be more attracted to a woman who is like that. So
Is it almost like a hard to get thing?
No, not really. I mean, I think there's a couple different reasons. One, I mean, I'm Nick. I don't know if you can weigh in on this, but
connection with someone with 100 bodies, and sex that you're gonna have with that person is not like good connected sex.
well, I think the
We're
other.
talking about a hookup.
Well, yeah, but even in the hookup, but I think the other thing that you could say is that, Nick, would you, and I feel like girls probably to some degree feel this way too. Like for me, if I was about to hook up with a girl, whether it was just a one-night stand or I wanted to pursue a relationship with her, if I found out that she hooked up with a different guy yesterday, that would be very off-putting to me.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
off-putting,
Agreed.
just because it's kind of, I think it would be kind of gross. Like,
Yeah.
did he come inside you? And then I'm
Yeah.
by proxy, I'm kind of
Gay.
playing for the other side. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then
We know
like,
your theory on that.
my weird theory
Okay.
about and then the STD concern, and it's like if a girl tells me it's been 3 years since I last was with a guy, I'm like, that's dope, cool.
Yeah, but you don't bring as much money as him. You're not in the same status as him. How could you sit there and say you got to be able to? If you want a certain man, you got to be able to bring it to the table. That's not true. Women never bring the same things to the table at all.
I feel like I don't
But
know.
that's,
Like, I'm
I
very
feel like
afraid
you're
because I
basically
do,
saying
though.
that we don't have enough value to you guys for you guys to be able to treat us right, and
But
I
the
disagree with
value-
that
I
because our
value
value is held in
versus
different
he does.
spots, right? So you are saying that you're supposed to be the provider, right? So with that being said, we're supposed to be the one who is making sure that you're okay mentally, and our kids are okay mentally, and our house is put together correctly, and that everything around us is not falling apart while you make money. So if you really want to boil it down, we are making sure everything else possible is okay and running correctly while you guys come home and say, here's the money, do with that what you will, my job's done.
Okay, look, this is another example of women over specializing themselves. Everything that a female brings to the table typically can be outsourced, unfortunately. Women are not
we
as
can
special.
say the same thing about men.
Not
I
really.
can go and
Hold
get
on,
the same
hold on,
job that you do
hold
and
on.
make just as much as money as you do.
You see,
it is totally possible, 110%.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that typically the things that women bring to the table, sex and taking care of kids and all these things can be outsourced and made. You can go get a woman to do all those things. But the thing that a man brings, that masculine essence, protecting, providing for you, giving you that boyfriend energy that women yearn for, having a man, because women typically, they're not with a man, they aren't complete. The reality is that you can't get that paying for it. But we can get everything a woman brings paying for it most of the
I
time.
can as well. We can
Like
most
what?
definitely.
You gonna pay for a boyfriend?
Absolutely. If I wanted to, I absolutely
Where's
could.
he
What
right
do you
now,
think
then?
people? What do you
Where's he
think
right now,
people
then?
pay me to do? Be their girlfriend.
Okay.
They
No,
pay for me
no,
to have
no.
to stay there and emotionally support them,
You know what's
and
funny?
be the one that they talk to at the end of the day.
So-
that is quite literally
So
what.
you say you can pay for it, right? But if that were the case, that would be one of the biggest services for porn stars and OnlyFans girls. You can't pay for it, and as a result,
Yes, you
you're always
can.
looking for love because you can't find
Gigolo.
it.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, but it's not genuine love though. It's a paid service.
Yeah.
So again, you're not getting that. what's
Right,
that-
and you
You're
can't,
right.
but you can't pay a maid to watch your kid and give it the same love a
There's
mother will
nannies.
give it.
There's
But you
nannies.
think it's
There's
outsourced
certain
emotional
kind of
labor? The nanny
labor?
won't
We're
love
talking
the
about-
children and nurture the children the same way that the mother
All right.
can. So if that's the case, then it should go both ways as well.
Look, yeah, we'll go 50 and up.
Bro, you can't pay for a boyfriend.
Well, the
nigga, or
thing is that
husband.
the problem is that you have a very warped
You don't like
worldview,
him.
and you're trying to
I
say
just have a worldview from something that you haven't been able to experience.
from a
yet.
slut. Pretty much.
Exactly. So if anything, I know
Wait,
more
hold on.
details about this situation.
How
than
many of you
do.
here are sluts on the panel?
Raise your hand. High, very high.
So 3, right? Four?
4 sluts.
So your boyfriend got a slut?
I'm a slut for him.
That's different.
you
though.
heard.
So there's 3 sluts on the panel, right? Question: why don't you want to be a slut?
The O2 sale is now on. Save up to £600.
I've never been the type of person to, like, you can do whatever you want, have sex with whoever you want, do what you want. But me personally, I have never been the type. I cannot have sex with someone who I'm not emotionally attracted to.
Understandable. Why don't you want to be a slut?
What's the question? What a slut
The
is not a
question
good
is,
thing.
why don't you want to be a slut?
Because I have respect for myself.
Okay. Why don't you want to be a slut?
W.
I just don't want to.
W.
You?
It's just not who I am, not how I was raised.
The point is that, like, your standards of what sex and dating should be are irrelevant. You're a fucking slut. Now, granted, the girls here on the panel
The girls are
that want
fucking
actual
Viva
love and
Buster's
connections
Arcade Pass.
have understand it.
Literally, to go to the fucking Chick-fil-A drive-thru and let me give
Real
you some
talk.
head on the way
If you
there
want
so that you
love
can buy my
long term,
meal.
you can't be a fucking slut. I'll tell you why. Because that man that you actually want when he sees your past, doesn't want you. So by default, they're saying, you know what? I risk my youth and my actions right now to find a man I actually care about that loves me.
You know how many porn stars are married and have been married for decades and have fantastic, well-working relationships?
That's a minority of porn stars.
Anyway.
Most of them.
Well, because some porn stars never want to settle down.
Exactly.
They can't settle down.
That is not true. There's always a situation where somebody will always accept you. Whether or not it's your first choice, there will always be somebody willing to accept what you're doing.
Hold on. You said it yourself. You said it yourself. Whether or not it's your first choice, they will accept you. That's the key. Your first choice will never fucking accept you.
That is not true. That is not true. I've had plenty of men. If I want a man, I got him. That's not a question. You want a sucker? Look at my
a sucker.
That is not true.
By the way,
I've had men be faithful to me while I'm going out doing my job because at the end of the day, I can detach myself.
By the way, a trick, a guy that spoils you, that's not really your type, a guy that's a nerd, a weirdo, whatever, is not what you ideally want.
A trick is somebody that I'm using for money.
I feel like when I first started OnlyFans, the whole idea of which is true, it does narrow down the dating pool. Everyone's allowed to have their own standards and boundaries. I wouldn't want to date who's naked on the internet. Fair enough. But I feel like for me, that narrowing the dating pool has made me like men who are attracted to me genuinely are sexually deviant the same way I am. So it's like I end up in a situation that's happier for me because I am sexually deviant. When I used to lie to myself about it and try to pretend that I don't have these desires, it made me sad. So it's like everyone's different.
No, but again, for long-term stability and having a family, that doesn't work.
But then also, it's like when you guys say 18 is the right time, you can get the 18 to like early 20s is one that most likely to, get wiped up, whatever, right? When you can get a high value man. I feel like you guys have said that.
The younger the better.
What if you're younger and it's like sometimes you gotta just fucking take care of yourself. Sometimes your hand is kind of pushed sometimes.
Understandable.
And you'll find somebody who understands that. It might not be majority of men. I agree.
Your counterparts here had the same choice. Hey, I'm young. I need to make money. But I'm not gonna go on the internet and show my body.
But because they don't like it. Because they like it. The first time I saw a video of me like, I was like, I look good.
The point is, they made a choice not to do it.
And that's fair as fuck. Every girl should be able to make that choice.
Can I be honest? I've had OnlyFans before, and I just decided that it wasn't for me.
Exactly.
It's like
sexuality's fluid.
But notice, right? You stopped it immediately and say, you know what? I have a future
won't say
ahead of me.
immediately. I made like 4 bands and then I quit.
Either way, you stopped it. The point is that like, on some level, you say, you know what? For my future, I don't want this.
Yeah, it just
Generally
wasn't
speaking,
me.
though, like you guys' opinions, I get it. But bro, the general population of women are not like you guys.
But I don't want the same way like the general population of women aren't like us. I don't like want to appeal to the general population of men. I want to appeal to a very niche type of man who really gets it. Because can you guys acknowledge there are men who love sluts. They exist. So someone want to marry him. You see how Kanye's so proud his bitch is viral off a sex tape. He loves that, and he's still down bad for her. And that's true.
Hey, don't compare yourself to Kim K though. Like you can't do that.
I'm not saying I'm that, but I'm just saying it's just an easy to explain
it's a whole
example.
different type of situation.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
Some people like
this
that.
is really crazy, bro.
Can I say something though?
Yeah, please.
If you're a regular hoe, like nobody gives a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. If you're a Kim K slut, I'm a been a block a little bit. But if you're a regular asshole,
make a real good money.
If you're a regular asshole, I don't need you for your money. I don't need you. If you're a high value man, I don't need you for your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like,
What
that means you find a woman who's more compatible for you. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Then that's a woman that's compatible for you.
A high value hoe?
You're allowed to have that boundary. You don't want to have a...
Are you women flexing your money right now?
No, I'm just saying.
I feel like back to what she was saying when she was like, she wants a specific type of audience. That is how specific women here carry themselves. Like, you want a specific type of audience, that's how you're going to carry yourself. You want a specific type of audience, that's how you're going to carry yourself. If you want a high value man, you're going to present yourself as what you think that they would want.
Here's the thing.
Also that just being yourself, like you could just want to be classy, and that's what you're going to attract naturally.
The reality is that you guys are not as unique as you think you are. Women are typically chasing the same small percentage of men. That's what it really comes down to. Women are not as fluid and I'm open to this and that. There's a reason why so many women are single. There's a reason why so many women don't see most men and they're invisible. Women are very picky in who they have sex with and who they hook up with and who they want to eventually have a relationship with. They want a guy that's tall, successful, charming, charismatic, a bunch of different traits. The problem is that there's not enough men that have these traits to go around. And when you end up going into sex work, etc., you significantly limit your ability to find that guy and have him take you seriously.
But
That's
at the end of
reality.
the day, I don't want a man who's not okay with what I'm doing. So if that's the case, then I have no problem saying goodbye to those men.
But she's already at some level of detachment. She
that's a
goes into
majority of men.
relationships with
And
some
that's
level of
fine because the
detachment.
majority of men are not going to matter. The majority of men aren't going to pay my bills, aren't
Here we
going to
go.
do any of that. And so I'm doing what
Well,
I can, and
the
if
men-
you don't like it, then that's
the
fine.
Men, the
I
men
don't,
that
you're
would
not.
would have potentially done it, the more traditional men that
I
women
have
yearn
to
for.
change
Can
who
you,
I
can you
am
please stop
for
interrupting?
them.
Holy shit! Wow,
shit, bro.
Incredible.
Tone deaf, man.
The traditional men that typically women want, that are chivalrous and gentlemen or whatever, they're not going to want a girl that's promiscuous in return. They're not.
And look, you made the choice for yourself that it's what you want. Yeah. Understandable. But just know, when you get older and you have to make that choice of finding that husband to be with long term, on some level, it might not be a guy that you actually want. So it's just like,
If as a
does it worth
woman, your number one goal and what you really want is to be a stay-at-home mom or da-da-da-da, then it probably isn't a good decision to go be a stripper or OnlyFans girl. But if men are decentered as like the main focus in your life, and you're like, I'm okay with being single the rest of my life as long as I'm happy and can take care of myself, then it's like
The key is you won't be.
Yeah, you. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But what if I like?
You
can't
can
go
say that
forever.
now while you're still young and attractive. No, because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because women derive most of their pleasure from a family and children, not from personal success and
girls.
accolades and money.
Mhm,
Stop.
that part.
Stop when girls say that. You like girls on the side, maybe with a man. Most women are not really actually lesbians. You guys say you're bisexual, but you do it for a guy. That's fucking cap.
Hell no.
The point is, again, you guys are sexual deviants. Who cares? Okay.
No, but I'm also like
most women
a
don't
lesbian.
necessarily. Okay, you're a full-on lesbian.
Speaking on men, yeah.
Are you gonna marry a lesbian? Sorry, a girl?
I feel like hypothetically I could change my mind like in the future, but for the most part I've never
You're going
had a
through
boyfriend.
a phase, man.
I've never had a boyfriend.
Going through a phase.
I will
Look,
happily
phase, and I'm
be in a
fucking 20
relationship
years
with
old.
the
Yeah,
woman.
you're going through a phase.
Me married to another sex worker would be so beautiful and I think very fulfilling. And when I'm out of the industry, I just want to help girls in the industry.
Well,
like,
statistically speaking, those relationships never work. They have the highest
no,
domestic
there's some
violence and
happy
highest
home
divorce.
couples.
That's
There's some happy 2-porn-star girls with lesbians.
I guarantee
That
you,
is
if
fun.
you survey them in a closed room, in a closed environment,
They hate
they're-
themselves.
They're depressed and they hate their lifestyle. They do. No, I mean,
Do you think how many men are married to a woman that's wife material and goes cheats with sex workers and hookers and fuck strippers in the back and all these things behind her back because he pretends to be happy with a wholesome woman but deep down craves a slut, like that whole like
Okay.
what's
Yeah,
it
but
called?
who has the title in the home?
And the kids.
See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like that women aren't
But
good
then
long-term.
you go
Stop
bring back
interrupting. Stop interrupting.
STDs
Stop
to-
interrupting. Stop interrupting. Stop interrupting. This is what I mean when I say y'all are not good long-term thinkers. The reality is women derive pleasure from a family and children, not necessarily success and making money. And yeah, you can
You're
have
a
your
type
fun
of
eat
woman.
now. The majority of women want a family and children, okay?
Biologically.
That's just a biological urge that most women look for. And here's the thing. You guys are young. You can say stuff like, I'm not looking for that right now, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as you turn 24, 25, 26, 27, you start to get older, you get closer to 30, you're like, damn, I want a family and children. What the fuck am I doing? And then you're going to start to think, yo, I don't really, career, fuck that shit. I want family and children. That's what women typically want. So when you end up being a porn star, doing sex work, being a stripper, etc., you limit your ability to find a man that's going to take you serious, that can give you that. There's a reason why girls since childhood want to walk down an aisle in a white dress and have a bunch of their peers watching as they get married. It's because it's a big experience, and women know deep down that their values derive from the caliber of man that they can attract. So I get what you guys say. I don't need a man, blah, blah, blah. That's just cope, bro. As you guys get older, I promise you, you're going to yearn for a man to take you seriously.
But again,
So do you
that-
think sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you think so? The smart thing for a woman to do when she's young is if she meets a young, successful man, or older, successful man who can take care of her, would be to settle down and do the smart thing while you're still young?
Yes, because that's when a woman has the
in a
most.
way,
Hold on, whoa. You're asking me a question, I'm answering it.
My bad.
I went down that.
It's not just a yes. It's a yes because that's when you have the most negotiating power.
But I would also say, in a way, though, isn't that more wrong and manipulative than hoe-like to pretend to like a man so you can marry him for his resources than be more direct?
Well, the
with
key is to get a guy
transactionalness
that
of
you
it?
actually like,
Because it's
though.
transactional. Youth in exchange for money is a
What the
diamonds
hell?
exchange. It's
We're
either
not
you're going
saying
to pretend to.
make it a transaction. We're saying to make genuinely you like the guy, he likes you. There's a connection there.
Do you think
There's-
that's most 18-year-old girls that they really do like that older man?
Well, first off, don't just go with a random guy that has money. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Why'd
But
you
I
do
mean,
that?
it's
But I
worse.
feel like men think there's just so many amazing chivalrous men with so much money that when you're
Right.
19 and to come, usually they're weirdos. You know?
They're fetishizing
So
the fact that
fetishizing the
you're
fuck out of
19.
you.
Go with them then. It's simple.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of them. You know what I
But
mean?
you
Like
guys
that's
are saying
majority.
the
Same way majority of
majority,
women are
right?
like
That's
that. Majority of
majority.
men are not like that. Majority of men are not like that.
What's your point here?
That was my point.
So, I mean, okay,
Alright.
well, okay, by your own argument, it's a minority of men, right? So, if that's a minority of men, and you already know that, and you're young and you're at your prime, why do you think being a sex worker and getting older is going to increase your likelihood?
I just think I'll find, like, if I was to settle down with a man or a woman, it's going to be someone who really understands me. I would rather not be settle down with men who would be grossed out by my sexual history than I'd rather be single at that point.
That's 99% of men are going to be grossed out
But
from your
then
sexual history.
99% of men aren't meant for us.
A lot of men would be
That's
grossed out by my
That's
unconsensual
a quote.
sexual history. You see
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
quote. Okay, wait.
So it's like, if I
Listen.
would need someone who's
Hold on,
understanding
let me
that
ask
way.
y'all a question. Let's say I say, you know, man, fuck this shit. Quit doing a podcast, sold all my shit, got rid of all my money, and said, you know, I'm gonna be homeless. I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna hang out in front of the 7-Eleven. I'm gonna not shower, not gonna really go to the gym anymore, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and be me. Fuck it. I don't care what nobody thinks. Do it. Would it be delusional of me to expect women to like me still?
Yes.
Yeah, because you
you
don't
just
provide
lowered your
anything.
standards
Oh.
for yourself.
Oh, okay. So why is that women are porn stars and think that men are supposed to accept that bullshit?
Because
Porn stars are not
first of
homeless.
all, wait,
Expecting me to accept them.
hold on, wait.
Y'all not see what I just did. Hold on, stop the show. Stop the show. Stop the show.
Can I answer your question?
A woman that's a sex worker is the equivalent to a homeless dude that ain't doing shit for himself.
See, right
But
then
you would
and
never
there.
expect that. You would never respect me.
That is.
He deserves a bad bitch.
No, that
I
is.
know, I deserve a bad bitch. I deserve a bad bitch.
That is logically.
You might find a rich sex worker who
That
wants
is
to save you.
logically incorrect. You
could.
cannot
Shit,
compare me.
Girls. Listen. My head hurts right now, so it's a chat. We have a ton of chats to read. Let's
Yeah, we do
wrap
actually.
this point and let's move on, all right?
It is a functional equivalent. A woman that's a sex worker is like a homeless dude.
No, it is not. I'm providing everything for myself. I'm able to take care of myself and other people in my family. How are you going to equivalent that
high value man
to
leaves you.
Okay.
You're back to being
Let me
a broke
ask you a better
bitch.
question. How about this? Because I want to see where your mind is at because you're using the wrong attributes. What do you think is more attractive to a man? A girl that's 21 and a virgin, right? But, you know, medium hot? Or a girl that's 21, makes $100,000 a year, but is a whore?
I can tell you that
Which
if
one
you're
is it?
attracted to a virgin, you're idolizing small children, and
Answer
that's
the
a weirdo.
question. I just said
I
this
just
21.
answered it. You're being a weirdo if you are fetishizing a
culture.
virgin little girl.
Shame.
That is weird.
Shame to conform to
Yeah,
her
you know,
standards.
and what's interesting, because I purposely gave the age, yet she chose to not acknowledge that.
Who are virgins? Realistically, who are virgins? Children. You, as an adult,
Man, you
9
are-
times out of 10, you are not going to be a
To
virgin.
an unexperienced,
Yo.
barely teenager,
All right,
barely
can
legal.
you
Exactly.
can you please answer the question? What do you think men are going to find more attractive? The girl that makes the money but has
That
a
depends on the
promiscuous
man.
past?
That depends on the
If
man.
I lined up 100 men, what do you think are they going to find more attractive?
I can tell you if you line up 100 men and they're in front of me, they're gonna tell me it's me.
Cal,
That is me. No, because they want to fuck. Absolutely, they're gonna lie.
your
So if
pussy
you
is
really
not
want to
that
say
important.
that, you want to
Only a
bet?
bum ass
I
nigga
make
with
a
no
living
fucking
off
money.
of my
That's the-
This year, my broadband is playing up. I think the rooters.
That's the only time your pussy
Literally,
becomes
the most
important.
important part about me to
To a
other
nigga that has
people.
money that gets pussy, your pussy is not that important. It's not that important.
Okay, again.
I promise you.
This bitch is
I
the
promise
most
you.
wifey girl I've
A
been
nigga
with
that
in a long
gets
time.
pussy
She
and
cooked
has
every
money,
meal in this
your pussy is
Airbnb.
not that important.
Like, what?
Thank you.
That's a wifey right
Thank
there.
you.
Okay, we're gonna move forward.
Yeah, this is
You guys
amazing.
are
Well, no,
hilarious, by the way.
but she knows the answer. The answer is
Yeah.
the men is going to go.
The
for
answer
the girl.
is
Stop
that if they're
interrupting.
going for
Stop
virgin
interrupting.
jobs,
Stop
you're a
interrupting.
weirdo.
Oh
Look.
my god.
Exactly.
Yo,
Can I just say
yo.
something to
Look,
that though? I
look,
don't think that's
look.
weird because I'm literally 20 years old and I'm a virgin. Like that
That's
was
why
my
I
thing.
said the majority.
I can
Oh.
men can be attracted to me simply because of that fact, but also just because of the type of person I am and the fact that I've never been touched. I'm not experienced. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's like a grooming situation. I just think that's like, oh, she respects herself. That's the woman I'm going to.
Yeah.
marry.
But then a man
She gets it. She gets it.
And I'm not saying that
Should
you
be
don't
how you
respect
carry
yourself, but
yourself.
that's your choice.
I would also
But I'm
hold on.
switch. You are the
So-
exception. That's why I said
Yo,
the majority.
yo,
The
bro.
entire time
I
they're
would also-
talking about
I
the
would also
majority.
make,
We are the
make sure
exception
you
to
don't mention
everything
that.
that they've been
Hey,
saying.
hey,
But
hey,
you're
hey,
arguing
yo,
with
yo,
me.
yo,
You talk so
hey.
fucking much,
Yo,
bro.
you
Relax.
talk too
Shut
much,
the
man.
fuck up, please.
By the way-
I'm serious. Like, wait, first. I'm breaking the fourth wall here. Stop over talking people, okay?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Damn.
So real quick, by the way, just don't tell guys that you had OnlyFans from before. And
Yeah, and you'll be all right.
That was like years ago. I don't
But
think
anyway,
it's that
going
serious.
back, because she didn't want to answer the question, but I'll go ahead and... You know, how about the guys on the panel? Guys, 21 years old, 100K, but she has a lot of bodies, or 21 years old, broke, but no bodies? Which one y'all going for?
Broke nobodies.
Broke nobodies, right?
Yes.
Broke nobodies?
The majority of men
Hold
do
on,
not have
stop,
as much
hold on,
money.
Be quiet, be quiet.
Y'all are
we're
successful.
we're asking the men here. Guys in the back, which one y'all going with? The broke nobodies, right?
Broke nobodies.
Okay, so, because you were flexing before, I got money and I can take care of people. When I'm saying, men don't give a shit about that. We don't care about y'all money
And
at all.
the guys that do care will use and abuse you and
Yeah.
then just cheat anyway and leave.
I don't think
But
you
because
realize
of
that. I don't think you realize
but no,
that.
I do. But because I provide for myself, that's what makes you guys having money.
I don't think you realize
I don't give
the
a
guys
fuck.
that are
So, again,
that
roles
want to
reversed.
use your money and your resources, they're fucking bums.
And then same thing
The
for
niggas
women.
that-
Exactly.
we don't
When
need
women
a man
are
who can
using
take care
you
of
for
us.
your resources, then guess what? The bitch is a bum. I can provide for myself, which means when I look for a relationship, I'm not looking for somebody to take care of
I'll
me
take a
all the
bum.
way in and out.
Most men, hold on, most men will take a bum that isn't a whore over a chick that's a hoe that has money. Period.
Some
Most
men
men are
And
gonna
that
take
is
that
the
bum.
majority of
Men do not make enough money to feel that way. I agree with that part.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, hey everyone, thank you guys for joining us. If you've watched Painting Company, you understand we like to have a good time on here. We talk about sports, we joke around, but there are some very serious things that are happening in the realm of sports, which we know affects all of us. Man, woman, adult, child, it doesn't matter. And one of the biggest things that is have been a warning sign that is now coming to fruition that we are seeing in women's sports. And I can't even believe I have to sit here and say this. Just like we're not going to have a Sunday special about not walking in traffic or not jumping off a cliff, but that men, biological men, should not be competing against biological women in sports. Now, why I have to come out and say that is sad in its own right. But we have to, because again, if we let it, there will be men pretending to be women that ruin women's sports. It's just gonna happen. So we thought we need somebody with experience in this. We need somebody that's been at the forefront of this fight. We need somebody that understands deep down, not in the media, how people feel about this. And we have Riley Gaines, an unbelievable swimmer from a proud SEC school there in Kentucky, the Wildcats. Riley, first off, I want you to just kind of introduce yourself to everybody. Number one, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Coming up here and being in person, but just, kind of tell everybody who you are and what you've accomplished, because you're one of the best women swimmers if there is in college.
Well, thank you. At UK, I proudly finished my career as a 12-time NCAA All-American. I tried out for the Olympics both in 2016 and 2020. I am a 5-time SEC champion. I'm actually an SEC record holder in the 200 butterfly.
If you bought a car between 2014 and 2021, go put the registration plate number in this.
Making me one of the fastest Americans of all time. I was the SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year. I was the SEC Community Service Leader of the Year, to which I'm just really proud of all of those things, especially now looking back, realizing that I could not even remotely get in a pool for 2 hours.
Well, your qualifications, obviously not just in the pool, but outside of it. You're one of the best, if not the best person to speak on this. And obviously this is about Will Thomas, who has become Leah Thomas and competed against women and beat women. Can you just share, and beat women in the pool, let me make sure I clarify that. But Riley, can you explain your competition with him and kind of how this is going about?
Yes, so last year was my senior year. In about November of 2021, which is about the middle of our season, I had made it my goal to win a national title. And middle through of our season, I was ranked 3rd in the nation behind one amazing female athlete who I was very familiar with, because like most sports, your top tier athletes tend to know each other.
Yep.
But ranking 1st was the person I had never heard of before. And of course, this name was Leah Thomas. But at the time, just looking at this on paper, it didn't really make much sense to me, because this person was a senior and I'd never heard of them and came out of nowhere and was leading the nation by multiple seconds in multiple events, ranging from the 100 free, which is a sprint, all the way to a mile, which is a distance event. And so typically, think of running, your fastest 200-meter runner is not going to be your fastest 5K runner.
Yeah.
And so there were so many red flags, but it never once occurred to me that this could be a man, just because that was so far out of reach.
Let's go common sense.
Yeah, right, I know. And so a couple days after these nation-leading times were posted, an article was posted disclosing that Leah Thomas did in fact formerly swim on the men's team for 3 years. And so I'm reading this and I'm like, wait, so this is a guy? And when I read this, I was shocked, of course, but I truthfully felt relieved, because when you look up Will Thomas at this point, you can see that they were ranked 462nd at best.
Yeah, couldn't cut it
in the men's division. And so seeing that on paper, I thought surely the NCAA wouldn't let this person compete with us. But of course, that's not what we saw.
And so that first day at our NCAA championships, we all sat on the sidelines as Leah Thomas became the fastest female in the country, winning a national title in the 500 freestyle, beating out, Olympians, American record holders, the fastest females of all time. And that next day was when Leah and I raced each other, and we swam the 200 freestyle, and crazily enough, we tied. So when we went the exact same time down to the 100th of a second, which is pretty rare.
Yeah.
And so upon tying, I go behind the awards podium where they give you these like dinky little trophies and they parade you out. But the NCAA official looks at me and says, "Great job, y'all tied. The trophy goes to Leah.
What?
We'll eventually mail you yours." And so I kind of look at him and I quickly question him and I'm like, "Okay, I understand there's one trophy, don't account for ties. But what's your thought process on giving it to Leah? Why are you so adamant?" And he said, "Well, for photo purposes, Leah has to have it."
Wow. Yeah.
And so obviously I knew what we were dealing with was wrong. What was happening was, wild. But it was at this moment that I realized not only were we being forced to compete against a man, 6'4", a man.
Yes.
Were we being forced to change in a locker room with a man? We were being sidelined to validate the feelings and the identity of a man. And it just felt like we were reduced to like a photo op. And so that's kind of when I took it upon myself to really become public with my stance and so many other stance.
The sad part is, it's 100% true, and in the society we live in nowadays, I 100% believe you, but just in my mind that has been trained and grown up using just common sense, like I said, it's hard for me to get past the fact that a 6'4" biological man, all right, you're a man, I'm sorry. Like, you can dress up however you want, but when you're competing against women, no, I'm just saying, it is what it is. When we're talking about sports, you go put the best men's basketball player versus the best women's basketball player ever. Hell, you could probably play 2-on-1 and the man's still gonna win. Let's not even get into football, but in swimming, just like running, it's physiological, it's biology, it's just the way it works. But the part that is the craziest to me, outside of not just being able to understand that men and women should not compete against each other in sports. This isn't Jeopardy, this isn't Family Feud, this isn't Monopoly, this is sports. But the part that blows my mind is, you mean to tell me that they had Leah Thomas, a man with male parts, going into a female locker room and changing in front of you guys while y'all were undressing biological females, and that's allowed to happen?
Exactly. It sounds crazy when you say it like that.
You guys are together. That is.
Yeah.
Everybody think about that out there. Even the people that are supporting this. If you have a daughter and you're willing to let a full-grown man change in front of her in a locker room, then you don't need to be a parent. I'm sorry. That's
No. But the thing is, so of course we knew going into the meet we would be competing against each other. But we were not forewarned in any capacity that we would be sharing a locker room. And so the swimming locker room, it's not necessarily a place of modesty. You've grown up swimming, especially when you're at the elite level that we were. You put these suits on that are like skin tight. It takes like 15 minutes to put these suits on. So it's a process to which, of course, you have to be undressed. But as a girl growing up in that environment, you become okay with being vulnerable in that situation because everyone there is in the same situation. And it's a place of chatter. You get to see your friends from all over the country who you haven't seen in so long. And so
I did the data analytics bootcamp at Lewagen, and I am a data engineer. I'm Nuria. I'm from Spain. I did the data bootcamp in Lewagen, and I currently work.
I was in the locker room, obviously putting my suit on, and all of a sudden it got dead silent. I turn around. This person's towering over every other person in the locker room, drops the clothes, full male, like a fully intact male with male genitalia, and almost subconsciously you just cover. Like, it's just a subconscious inherent feeling when you see a male with male parts watching you undress. It was like, I thought I was missing something. I thought, am I like not grasping something? Why is no one talking about this? Why is a coach not sticking up for us? Why is someone within the NCAA, why were we not warned? We did not give our consent for this. No one asked us.
Coaches protecting women.
Yeah,
That's all
coaches
it is.
didn't know about it. Parents didn't know about it. It was completely just thrown.
It was just, and so when I asked, like, how is this allowed to happen? I was given the answer that, well, they made the locker rooms unisex. And so then I'm thinking, okay, any man can walk in, any coach, any guy on the pool deck, to which this was an all-females meet. So the only swimmers there were females, but of course there's male officials, there's male athletic trainers, there's male coaches. So any of them could have walked in at any given time. That's your rationale behind allowing Leah. So keep in mind, we're accommodating one person at the expense of everyone else at that meet.
Exactly.
It was just a mind-blowing like realization.
And it still probably affects you to this day from a mental standpoint and everything.
Definitely. Well, I'm married. You know, my husband, he doesn't want me in that situation.
No.
My dad, he's a former NFL football player, a big old guy. He wanted to handle the situation himself, to which I told him, Dad, you can't come in the locker room and handle this. We already got one man in there. We don't need two. But even talking to one of Leah Thomas's teammates, to which I talked to today, actually, we keep in contact, she told me her in high school, she was actually sexually assaulted, to which she told her coaches before any of this really conspired with Leah. She told her coaches she was very vulnerable about it because it was something that caused her anxiety. To which he essentially said, we don't care, Leah's sharing a locker room with you. And she said still to this day she has nightmares.
Disgusting.
I mean, it's traumatic. It
Well, say these people are sick.
It truthfully is traumatic. Yeah.
Disgusting. Well, thank you for speaking up on this issue, because we understand there are forces at play trying to keep you silent, and you're very brave for doing this. Can you walk us through when you decided internally that this was an important enough issue for you to speak out, knowing what was going to come after you from a mainstream media standpoint?
So I think really I've always been firm in my beliefs. I've always been secure with myself. I was raised extremely well by my parents. I'm very strong in my faith. I just am someone, I'm a leader. I was team captain for 2 years. I'm not someone who's going to falter from what I think. And so when this conspired, especially with the trophy scenario, and it kind of hit me that no one was speaking up about this. It hit me, if we as female athletes aren't willing to speak up, how can we expect someone else to speak up for us? And so I decided to use my voice. Actually, the Daily Wire was the first interview I ever did, to which, of course, it blew up, which I was not expecting. I'm supposed to be in dental school this year. That's where my life was going, and it's taken a totally different direction. So I've altered, my whole future, essentially, in using my platform and my voice, because I know it's a disservice to not just myself, but the other female athletes who are silenced, to which at the University of Kentucky, I had phenomenal support, and I think that speaks volumes about my university and really the SEC as a whole. They don't put up with this nonsense.
Well, it just means more.
It just means more. It just means more. And so my athletic director was Mitch Barnhart. From the beginning, he encouraged me, speak your heart. We support you through the entirety, which is an anomaly, I'm realizing. It would just be a disservice to the present female athletes, of course, the past female athletes who fought relentlessly for Title IX, and again, the future generation of female athletes who don't yet have a voice and who have no idea the implications this will have on them.
Yeah. Well, the thing I find unbelievably ironic in the day and age we live in is that it seems that there are a lot of feminists that are pushing this and backing up Leah Thomas or Will Thomas. And to me, I thought the whole point of feminism was to celebrate the beauty and independence of a woman, of a female, what makes a female. But what it seems like feminism is today is they want to turn women into men.
Exactly. Which is wild, because I never, ever would have considered myself a feminist. I'm very dependent on my husband. I think we need to have that codependency. But now it's almost like I've kind of coined the term modern day feminist, to where, which again, this sounds like the bare minimum, but I'm just acknowledging that I think women deserve respect and deserve equal opportunities. Yeah. And so I feel like we've gone kind of two directions within the original Me Too movement. You have some people who are turning their back on everything that movement initially fought for, but then you have some, to which the term is TERFs, trans exclusionary radical feminists, who are coming out who actually are liberal, which I think is kind of amazing, because this issue, I mean, this is a winning issue, which I hate that it's gotten political, but truthfully, this is something the Republicans have capitalized on because so many people, regardless of where you stand on the political spectrum, understand that they don't want their daughters losing out on opportunities. They don't want their daughters having to share a locker room with a sexual predator. Not saying Leah Thomas is necessarily a sexual predator, but it opens the door for people who are.
Yeah,
all you have to
pretends.
do, all you have to do is say you're a woman. That's the bare minimum to be a woman.
Yeah.
It opens a door, and these people who would be willing to put their daughters in that situation either need to be incarcerated or institutionalized.
I agree.
Well, I think Leah Thomas, ranked 460th in men's swimming, knew that he couldn't be a champion there and took the easy way out and decided to do this. And I think, first of all, I want to say this. I'd say you're not alone in this fight.
Right.
Especially everybody here, everybody sitting on that set is with you. And I think the only people who can really be able to stop this is going to have to be women.
Of course.
It's going to have to be women 100%. Men aren't going to be able to chime in and stop this. If women wanted to be stopped, it has to be stopped. What would be your message, right, for little girls right now, say just getting into swimming or just getting into sports in general? What would your message be to them?
You know, I think my message would just be to not lose hope because truthfully, I've talked to parents who have pulled their kids out of sports because of this whole nonsense going on. They don't want their kid competing, one, in sports like volleyball or softball or different contact type sports. It's dangerous, and they're worried about their kids' safety. Even at like a peewee level, it's happening. And so they pulled their kids out of sports, which I don't think is the answer. I don't think anyone, regardless of who you are, even if you're a trans athlete, no one should be denied athletic opportunities. So pulling kids out of sports is silly. And so I think my message is to not lose hope. But in order for that to happen, I mean, it is just crucial we have more.
This AI tool will take your idea and create a complete book, complete with design, images, layout, everything, including the content, literally in a few minutes.
Female athletes willing to take a stance. I have so many elite athletes, both male and female, who message me constantly and just say, thank you for what you're doing. I can't speak up because I can't lose my sponsors, or I don't want to lose my scholarship, or my job won't let me, all of these things, to which at first I felt honored and I felt understanding of that. But now as this has continued, I'm less understanding. People have to be willing to make sacrifices, and it stinks. It stinks, you know, having to go to a track meet, they say take your mark, don't go when they blow the whistle. And that is awful because as an athlete, you've worked, especially, I mean, a female athlete, you've worked your whole life to get there, but people have to be willing to take a stand and make sacrifices.
Well, I think one of the easiest ways is that if you're a woman competing in a sport, or like you said, a track meet or a game, and there is a biological man involved, I think you have to boycott the game.
Right.
I mean, think about this. Think about it in our perspective. If I went out there to play a football game, and there was a girl at running back that I knew was a guy, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't play. I wouldn't play. I'm not going to go do that. Are you insane? It's like, it just makes no sense.
I'll tell you something else that really got me was seeing Leah Thomas, a biological man, be nominated for Woman of the Year. Here I am. I was fortunate enough to just watch my wife give birth to our second child. It was nothing short of a miracle.
Wow.
My mom had 3 kids, worked her whole life. Neither of them was ever nominated for Woman of the Year. Leah Thomas nominated for Woman of the Year. Now, there are a lot of hateful people in the world. I understand that. I've yet to talk to anyone about this issue of men competing in women's sports and anyone come to the table with a hateful attitude. Almost everyone who's speaking about this issue, just like I can tell you right here, we're trying to get to the bottom of an issue using rationality, using reason, using common sense. And here there are these silencing tactics being used against you and your teammates. I mean, you talk to other swimmers around the country, like you were just saying, you're talking about sponsors. What sort of tactics are being used to silence these individuals, and who is, you know, leveraging and threatening that?
Well, definitely these universities and the NCAA. In terms of the female swimmers I've talked to, the amount of emotional blackmail that these schools are using, whether that be saying you won't get into grad school if you speak up, you won't be able to compete if you speak up, your school has already made your stance for you. The Ivy League actually sent an email to their swimmers, to which was in a response to the locker room situation. A few of the girls had conspired an email saying, hey, we feel uncomfortable, with some parents involved as well. The Ivy League sent an email back saying, if you feel uncomfortable seeing male genitalia in your locker room, here are some counseling resources that you should see. And then they were referred to the LGBTQ plus education center to educate themselves on the oppression that these athletes are dealing with. Even Leah Thomas's teammate, who I was just talking with, she wrote like an opinion piece for their school newspaper, to which they immediately said, we will not post that. So there's a bunch of different, I mean, they had to go to mandatory LGBT whatever meetings every week to educate themselves. And so they were thought to be wrong for feeling uncomfortable in the locker room. They were thought to be hateful and divisive and segregatory and all of these different things because they didn't want to be biologically at an inherent disadvantage to men. And that's why these girls are still silent. They're terrified. They don't want to see, or they don't want to have to deal with retaliation or all of these different things that these schools made it seem like a real possibility, for sure.
They're holding you hostage in what you want to do for the rest of your life. You know, and I don't want to get, it's an overarching thing. It's a big problem. It's Leah Thomas and a lot of other people that are involved in this. But, you know, if you put something and present something to everybody in the world and you show it off, I don't think it's wrong to talk about it. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but Leah Thomas, who used to be Will Thomas, who went from a man to a woman, is now dating someone that used to be a man that's now a woman, and they consider themselves lesbian.
As confusing as that sounds, if you could follow that, yes.
So, and this isn't an episode of South Park.
No, this is, I actually had someone send me the girlfriend's Instagram page, to which I obviously looked at. It is in fact a male who has transitioned, so the same type of transgender persons as Leah. Very interesting dynamic, what they engage in, the different things. I mean, it's probably too explicit to even like say,
I mean,
but it's mind-blowing now sitting back, looking at this in front of my eyes and knowing we had to share a locker room with this person.
Are some of the things they do satanic, would you say?
Yes.
Really? Not surprised by that.
They practice these satanic things based off of the posts and based off of the content that they like on social media. It's very, very just bizarre. They have bondage all over their bedroom wall where they sleep every night. I'm talking like full,
And this
like
is all
50
everybody
shades,
can see this. This is
like 50
social media.
shades of gray, like wall of things. They both actually, on the same day, again, this is all to my knowledge from the photos they're posting. I don't want to make it seem like I'm claiming something, but this is what this is public that they post. The same day, they actually both went to the hospital to essentially get neutered. They wanted to stop all testosterone production, so they cut off parts of their male parts, but left other parts. To which, on in a photo, these testicles are in a jar.
Stop.
Just at their house.
I mean, here we are.
Like a pickle jar?
Like pickled balls. Yes.
We're a week or so removed from, you know, satanic worship at the Grammys.
Oh my God.
I mean, it seems like they're trying to tell us something.
Something is just inherently wrong about everything that's involved in this, from the people that are doing it to the people that are pushing it to the people that are putting it in jars. Something is just very, very inherently wrong. And it makes you feel like with a lot of other things that are going on that there's a certain entity behind it that is pushing these things. And it just, thank goodness there are people, you know, like Blaine has said, like David has said, like you, that will fight back against this and try and save women's sports. Because at the end of the day, the people that are in the most trouble when you look down the road at this or look through the crosshairs it's women and women's sports.
Right.
And I find it unbelievably ironic that the same people that celebrate Leah Thomas, a biological male competing against females, are the same people that you see on commercials trying to get women's sports popular and talk about how great women's sports is. It almost makes me think they realize that they can't make the WNBA popular, so let's just put NBA players.
The NCAA, I wore this shirt today actually. if the people can't read it, it says 50 years of Title IX creating opportunities. They handed out this shirt at our NCAA championships where we had a man win a national title. They love using the term equity. And it's like, do you know what equity means?
Yeah,
They don't.
No.
Do
no,
you know? I want to like throw a dictionary at you. Like,
It's crazy to have this whole situation of people who are being silenced and not being heard as women.
Yeah.
After that women's rights, I guess, don't matter.
So what are the next steps for you personally, but also for this movement? Do you think the tide will turn at any point here?
you know, actually, that's a pretty good analogy you use, the tide, because Bethany Hamilton, who is, of course, the surfer who lost her arm in a shark attack, she just took a public stance, which I think, honestly, is incredible. She essentially said the guidelines. She had like a 3-minute long video. And she proposed all of these amazing, compelling, and straightforward questions to which none of it was transphobic. I mean, these were all questions that deserved to be answered. But she said that will not be participating in any sort of World Surf League competitions if men can compete. And that's amazing because we haven't had a professional American athlete speak out yet. But actually over in England, they're having similar problems as to what we're facing in America. But there's a shot put athlete, her name is Amelia Strickler, and she just recently spoke up, which caused a slew of all of these Olympic athletes, both male and female, Olympic champions, all of these people to speak out against this, to which their athletic governing body of the country has now created a rule to where this won't happen. And so it's amazing how powerful one voice can be. And so Bethany Hamilton taking a stance, I can only hope and pray that it will kind of start a movement.
Snowball.
We need more people to, people of influence, preferably, to take a stance. It's crucial.
That's what it's going to take because people are going to virtue signal as long as they can. But if people
Definitely.
of substance and people like yourself that have experience and understand it, that have been, unfortunately, in that locker room, it's going to take that type of people and that type of leadership.
Right. Right.
Definitely. Well, Riley, great stuff. We really appreciate you coming down.
Of course.
We hope anything we can do to help.
I'll do whatever I can. I just want you to know your voice is extremely powerful.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
I really, really appreciate that. Again, if anyone listening is a Division I athlete, well, it doesn't even matter Division I, an athlete, a concerned parent, a concerned citizen, a coach, there's been hardly any, maybe 2 coaches speak out, and these are both at Christian universities. Anyone listening who is hearing this and is in utter shock and just appalled like the majority of America is, your voice is crucial. It is so important to fighting this battle. I know people are sick of hearing me, sick of looking at me, because I'm sick of hearing myself. We need more voices. Doesn't matter if you have direct experience competing against a transgender athlete. Think about your future generation, your daughters. You fight this for them. It's bigger than just myself. It's bigger than just oneself. It's a whole, it's our society. It's just going downhill.
And sports is such a huge part of our society.
Definitely.
It's something we can't lose for the men or the women's side. We appreciate you guys joining us. To find more about Riley Gaines, you can check her out everywhere on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And
Yes.
Is there any place else you want to plug while we're here?
I did create a federal PAC. It's called 9PAC, to which I am endorsing different candidates wherever they fall in the political spectrum, who are willing to fight this issue at the state and federal level. And then also I am now recently working for Independent Women's Forum, which is an amazing organization. Of course, I've kind of tackled the sports legislation side, hoping to really get bills passed in all 50 states would be the hope. And so just going to IWF.org and really learning about what this looks like, staying involved, contact your Congress members of where you live. The people in opposition of this bill, any kind of fairness to women's sports bill, they always have so many people there testifying against it. And of course it's because we have the ACLU and all of these different people plug it, and not enough people on our side, which again is the majority, testifying in support of it. And so contact your Congress members, let them know you're there, and let your voice be heard.
Definitely. Well, join the fight. Listen to what she says. It's some great insight. Make sure you subscribe, and we're going to keep following this story like we know you are. Thanks for joining us.
Get iPhone 15 Pro at Vodafone and save a huge £432. But hurry, this deal ends 25th of July.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Literally displayed that men and women are not the same. We have different roles.
And I've displayed the fact that both cheating is cheating on both sides regardless. So regardless if
From
you
the
want to be a
female
70%,
perspective, it's worse.
I have a question.
Significantly
at
worse.
the end of the day, like you're gonna say,
so you lost the argument. That was the argument that was being made. You lost the argument because I said
there was
simply
no win to the argument. Cheating is cheating.
I see why you're
but
single.
from men
God
perspective, from a male perspective, the female cheating is far worse. That's what I'm arguing.
Right.
That's what I'm
in
arguing.
you all's brain. At the end of the day, cheating is wrong.
I literally just went from X to Z, why cheating on the female perspective is
And
way
I feel
worse.
like I did the same thing.
You
so
did not.
unfortunately,
No.
we just not. We
No,
just
no,
not.
no.
You
mentioned
bastard kids.
You mentioned bastard kids from the medieval times that had nothing to do with the
No,
argument
that's
in place.
still during this time.
I mean,
We're
you talk about
living
paternity
in-
idiots.
I just have a question for him.
That's still
please.
during this time. We
No,
just
it's
call
not.
it a different thing, a stepchild. Unfortunately, just because you want to
It's
change the
true.
name
It is
to a certain
true.
thing doesn't mean it's a different thing.
Actually-
a lot of parents do not treat their stepchildren how they're supposed
just
to.
so you know-
at
no
the end of the
sense. Just so you know,
how?
you make no
just
sense.
because
So
you
my
deem it as no
question-
sense doesn't
You
mean
make
that it's
no
not no
sense.
sense.
And also single
Who are
mothers
you to
are
say
made
that it's
from
no
the woman's
sense? Just
choice.
I mean, you want me to ask? We got like 20,000 plus people in here. I could ask them
agree.
that you
A lot
don't
of
make
people don't
sense.
agree with you.
You don't make sense.
A lot of people in this room don't agree with
You
you,
don't
but
make
at the end of the day,
sense.
you're
Can I
deeming
make
it
a
as
statement?
right. So why do you feel
what
like
girls
you're
agree
correct?
with her?
So I
Who
just-
agrees with her?
That because do I agree with the fact that cheating is cheating? Absolutely. If you want to bring up the fact that, okay, well, the reason why cheating for women is so bad is because you don't know the father or like if you're the father of the child, well then when you go out and have children with another woman, right? So now you have two baby mamas and only one of them is supposed to be your wife, the one that you're providing for. When you have a child with another woman, do you or do you not commit to providing for her and that child? That is exactly what you're doing. Regardless, because that child is there, you now have to make sure that the mother of that child is okay, because if the mother of that child is not okay, that kid is not okay. So now you are agreeing, yes, I will have responsibility for this woman and that child.
And
so
share
if you would like to
resources.
say that it's just as bad, it is just as bad. You are now providing for that person as well as you connected with that woman emotionally. You just said that the majority of women don't have emotionless sex. So if that's the case, then this woman is now emotionally attached to you. You are providing her with emotional stability, whether you would like to believe it or not. Now she has your kid. Now you have to provide her with financial
What's your
stability.
argument?
Your argument. You want to say
What's the
that
argument that you're rebutting right now?
because you want to say that it's worse for women to cheat because of the fact that you don't know if you're the baby daddy and that it's
It's a
easy,
higher
it's
form of
okay.
betrayal.
Right,
No, it's
but
not.
wait. But you're saying that the higher form of betrayal with men cheating would be if you were providing for that woman. I'm telling you that if you're getting another woman pregnant, that you are now required by your own definition of what a man is to provide for that woman.
Well-
so therefore, it is just as equally the wrong betrayal.
Well, obviously,
I was giving that as a functional equivalent, but I'm not. But what I'm trying to
Also,
say
now
is
it's
that
not.
yes.
So now you can say
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's that you guys. It's amazing that I have to go into such nuances and explain certain things for you guys.
Same way being
But
the
the point I'm trying to make is that a woman cheating on a man is not the equivalent, right, to a man cheating on a woman
And I
at
just
all.
proved your thing wrong.
It's not the same at all.
But using your
Because
your
when men,
definition
look,
of why
look,
it's worse,
men,
I
can you
just
stop
told you why
interrupting
it's the
for 2
same.
seconds? Can you stop? No, it's not the same. Because
I know we do, but yeah, I know.
Yo,
it's okay.
Yo, whose show are you on?
Whose show are you on?
This is your podcast?
I don't care.
Don't care about what?
Don't.
Wait,
Don't
who's
care
that?
At the end of the day, if we have the freedom of speech, you should allow us to speak just as well as you're allowed
Bitch,
to
get the
speak.
fuck out, man. I don't give a fuck. Get out. Get out. No, get out. You don't care? Get out, man.
Oh, man. All right, Chris Castle, I guess.
You don't care? I don't care either, man. Go ahead. That's why you're single right now.
argues a lot. Keep her. She argues a lot.
Hey, girls, get out, man.
Makes ridiculous arguments. I mean, hey, Chris got annoyed with her, man. I'd even kick her out. It was Chris.
I mean,
Can I half
She
agree
out,
with
man. I
you?
don't go for man.
bruh.
She gave me a headache, man. And chat one and the two.
Yo, she's a
Got one
black queen,
of her-
right? Black queen.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yo, Bills, don't you got like a mugshot online?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, God! Oh my God! What's going on, bro?
Hey,
what the fuck?
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Mario, man.
Yo.
That's yours in the store?
Yo, what she got arrested for, bro?
Well, apparently that was her secret. There you go.
Oh.
Yo, can y'all bring her back in to address that, please?
You know what?
Please.
You want to, Fredo?
Please, bro.
Hey, bring her back in real quick. Bring her back in real quick. Bring her back in real quick.
Yo, how did y'all have that one up there loaded? That's crazy.
Yes. Bring her back in real fast.
The internet is wild.
Yo, that's crazy.
What?
They said America.
Yeah, they want to ask her about her mugshot.
Oh my god, no, not the mugshot.
Fucking God.
They,
You want
to address your mugshot?
Defend yourself?
And then you got to leave after. You want to defend yourself.
Oh no, this is good, bro. This shit good, bro.
Fredo,
y'all turn up in the chat.
Fredo wants to know. I don't even care.
Y'all turn up in the fucking chat.
I don't care. But Fredo asked, he's the guest, so we'll make it happen.
That's crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and explain that mugshot. You don't got to take a seat. You could just like say it on the mic real fast.
Fine.
What'd you go to jail for?
Because I didn't pay a ticket.
Nah, for real?
You went to jail. That's a lot of tickets if you went to jail.
No, it was actually just one.
Nah, bring that shit back up. That shit look crazy. That look like you stole some shit. Look at that shit. Nigga, that don't even look like the same person. When the fuck was that? When was
This
that?
was actually like 2 years ago when I had my natural hair.
All right.
Yeah, well.
All right.
Okay.
Well, now we know why you
Hey, she was talking. Yeah, like how she was talking loud.
Chris want to go up, man. She's annoying, man.
And she got a fat ass.
Right?
That shit's not fat. That shit flat as fuck.
Are you joking? You did not just see her ass go down to your jeans, bro. That is
Reality, like Russia is absolutely winning this conflict. That's not even a question.
It is a win. It is a win that they're using rubles in the cities, like.
Yes, that means your currency is non-existent, which following after, there will be no Ukraine after that.
Let's agree to
If they're not even using the currency, what does that tell you?
Disagree here. Let's
Like-
disagree here.
All of Eastern Ukraine is gone. They've taken it. Russia has absolutely captured most of it. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. If you guys don't like the truth, that's what it is. Yeah. And I'm crazy
We
that
like
you guys,
the truth.
it's crazy that you guys don't know
Ukrainians.
this. Huh?
We like the truth. We're Ukrainians, and you really need to check the news because you don't know anything. Like,
Oh, you're watching the mainstream media. That's why you're watching like CNN and stuff like that, which is obviously going to always
I'm
give
watching my parents there, and I know
yes, we
they're
have
true.
relatives. We have like dads.
But he's not saying
and,
they're
like,
winning.
Our grandparents who are
He's not
fighting.
happy
and,
for them.
Like,
So look. Let's say this, right?
He's just saying they're
You
winning.
guys are right
taking
in your
over
own
more.
rights, and then there's a truth, okay?
No, they're fucking wrong, bro. Like that's 1,000%.
Shut up, please.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
To you.
Wow.
Look, let me tell you something.
I'm sorry. It's
Okay,
like
no.
You
Let
want
me
to
tell
hide
you.
on
You're,
this, but
you're,
it's
you're on
not
my
cool.
show. Look. You're on my show. We don't
Okay.
talk about fiction over here. We talk about facts. Okay? It's an absolute fact that Russia was winning this conflict. It's an absolute fact that 1/3 of your country is fucking gone. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of here too. All right? But I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat the truth. All right? You guys want to sit here in La La Land in the West and live life and be on yachts and having fun or whatever and not know what the fuck is going on in your country? That's your fucking problem. But I'm not going to concede on that. I know for a fact I brought professionals in, UN weapon inspectors. They have talked about foreign policy that know way more than you guys do. Okay? You're absolutely wrong. Every military professional knows for a fact that Ukraine is losing this conflict. That's a fact. You guys don't know because you're too busy in fucking Canada fucking off. That's the truth. All right? If you guys don't like it, get the fuck off the panel. But I'm not going to lie on my own podcast for your feelings. Feel free to leave. Feel free to leave. Facts over feelings, man. Welcome to Fresh and Fit. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. All right. That was definitely a heated exchange.
Man, we're not gonna fold to some fucking girls lying about that shit. Don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They have been in the country for years. My family tells me. Okay, they're gonna tell you what they want to say. The Western media has been lying about the Ukraine conflict for fucking years to continue giving aid to Ukraine. It's a fucking lie. Zelensky is out here scamming everybody. Ukraine is one of the most politically corrupt countries in Europe. One of the poorest countries right next to fucking Moldova. But nobody knows that shit. Anyway.
It says another mattress star. These people make us sick, and that's from Mo Chair Rebellion. Okay.
What?
Who are these people? Just people watching
Supporters.
the show.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
yeah,
them to
just
hell.
yeah.
Listen,
Okay.
everyone has their own opinions. You can't hurt them for doing that, for believing in what they believe. Everyone is born in different circumstances, right? You know, you didn't choose to be a Negro. Absolutely not. You didn't choose to be a Muslim. She didn't choose to be a whore. And I didn't choose to be who I am. You know?
What are you?
I'm a genius. Basically.
All right, so Icy, you guys, what's going on here?
They said they had issues, and I asked. Mo has all the screenshots, but
Yeah, so we kind of saw this coming, that you guys were going to come on here and probably try to troll.
Yeah.
From what you told her, that you were a sanitation worker, that's not true. You saying that he's flirting with girls at his job or whatever, and we kind of saw that this might happen. So we got some of the screenshots of the conversation that we'll go ahead and show on here, because we knew that you guys were going to be doing this bullshit. So
this is a real show, by the
yeah,
way.
because this is a real show, and you guys think it's funny, and it's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
So this is the conversation between Icy and Kimberly. And as you can see here, I do porn, blah, 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 goes through her situation. Just summarize it for us, Icy, because you had the conversation with them.
it's just basically every time when I book a couple, I try to see like what's going on or what's the issues, and I genuinely just want to help people out in their situation. So she, you know, it's a common situation. She does porn and he doesn't agree with it, but yet supposedly he flirts with guys in the thing. And then this is me actually calling her out because I had a random person in my request, because supposedly Carl was on live talking about how they were going to come on Fresh and Fit last week, and then they sent me this. Mind you, this person had 0 following. So I confronted her about it. I was curious. I'm like, if you guys are not serious about this, like, I won't have you guys on. And, you know, obviously she convinced me that, yes, they are serious, that they do have issues, and whatever issues that they're going through. Sent me a waste management thing. You could see Mo. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, this is supposedly that he works in waste management, but he came on here saying he's a life coach. So
Yeah.
I'm genuinely
and we knew,
confused too, chat.
Yeah. So like once, see, here's the thing, bro. We know that you guys were thinking about doing this, so we're like, all right, let's see if they come on and be honest. And you guys came on and lied and did some bullshit. So I'm gonna tell you this: get the fuck off my show, both of y'all. Get the fuck off the show. That's serious. Let's squirt you out. Get out.
And that's a fake ring, by the way.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save up to £120 per couple. Don't miss out. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust.
Fake ring.
It's on my finger.
Get out of here. Nothing is a game. It's not. Nope. To your left. To your left.
So that's the first ever couple Frank Castle. I think guys, honestly speaking, the chat knew firsthand. We did too, but again, you know, we try to make it as real as possible. No fake shit, and obviously speaking, they thought it was a joke. So, I mean, this is one for the books. Actually, if you're in Castle Club TV, you would have seen earlier the pre-stream, and what the guy said was hilarious, by the way. Because I was like, yo, bro, like, do you know Aiden Ross? Because I remember seeing a clip where this guy went to Aiden Ross's stream and said he was this and that. I'm like, oh, this guy's a streamer. So, W. Myron for that. That was definitely called for, and his accent was super not real. I mean,
yeah, no,
it was pretty obvious. And he kept saying Negro. I'm like, bro,
who the fuck says Negro
that?
to the people that you don't even fucking know? Like, yeah, I say nigga, but I'm from Miami. Like, come on, man. Nah, but honestly, chat, like, I really work hard into trying to talk to people and like really try to get good, legit couples onto the show with genuine problems. Honestly, like, when shit like this comes on, I asked Myron and Fresh, like, what should we do?
Let's say flabby skin, but she's like same exact.
Yeah, I love how you guys just give each other excuses. Here's the thing, man. Nah, man, women don't shoot straight with each other ever. All you guys fucking do is make excuses for your inadequacies. You guys never tell it like how it is. You give, oh no, it's okay, trauma, blah blah blah. You would probably give her more value if you told her, you know what, you should go to the gym and train, baby girl, for your health, for the kids' longevity. Be there. Instead of saying a bunch of bullshit fucking lies. But that's the difference between men and women.
Not true.
We tell the truth. We understand that there's hierarchies to this shit. We understand that we gotta accomplish things. Women, y'all live life on easy mode. You just lie to each other all
We've
fucking
been telling
day.
her the truth too.
You didn't say shit about her weight the whole time.
Whole time
Y'all
we
haven't said
say that
nothing.
everyone's on their different journey. We understand how hormones work. We understand how it affects the body. She's gonna take her time to get her body right.
A
She
year?
doesn't have to do it.
A
She
year?
doesn't have to do it within a year.
Yes, she
Who?
does.
Says who? She don't got nobody. God's not coming down from earth telling her she need to do that shit, bro.
Bro, you talking a bunch of shit. Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, and this is the reality.
She's her
There's no
own
excuse.
woman.
There's no excuse to be fat ever. Okay?
But she's not fat.
She's huge. No offense. She's she's around 200
She's
pounds.
a woman.
She's around 200 pounds right now.
Why are you disrespect?
I'm 175, but it's okay.
That's huge.
You're shaming her.
170. It's the fucking truth. Shame is good. People need to know the fucking truth. She's almost 200 pounds. I'm 6'3",
She
grown ass
acting like
man.
she on, like, my
I'm
600
she almost
life.
weighs as much as me. She weighs almost as much as me. It's fucking unacceptable.
She's a woman. She's beautiful.
Shut the
bro.
fuck up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You lying
You're
over. She's a woman.
disrespectful, and
She's
you're
beautiful.
disrespectful.
It's a lie. It's a lie. You're lying to her. You're lying to her.
I don't think she's fat.
She is fat.
She
She's
has
huge.
weight.
She's technically
I don't think she's
obese.
fat.
She's technically obese.
175 is not obese.
Bro, she should be like 130. What are you talking about? Obese is 30 pounds over your BMI. She's well over
What's
that.
her BMI? I don't know her.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
What the
I
hell?
don't know what you're trying to do here, but
Yo, this is y'all are literally experiencing. Y'all are literally experiencing why so many women don't lose weight. So why so many women are fat as fuck and they don't improve because you got chicks like this coming in here saying, "You're beautiful the way you are." She's fucking obese. Are you
Bro,
crazy?
she can put in the work. I'm saying you expect her to bounce back in a year. That's kind of sometimes that's unrealistic, bro. For some women, that's unrealistic.
This fat motherfucker behind me lost 130 pounds in a year. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay.
All right.
And he had a baby?
No, he didn't.
He got fat how? His own choice?
Yes, by being a fucking slob who roasts him
Okay.
every fucking day about it.
Then he better work that shit off.
Okay, well, hey, whether a woman or a man, control your calories, go to the gym. We make fun of this fat piece of shit every single fucking day, and he's becoming better by it.
And a
she
man
needs someone to do that to her.
Yeah, and a man impregnated her. It's like she didn't get pregnant on her own. She didn't gain all that weight on
It was
her
her
own.
choice to have the kid. So she's got to deal with the consequences of it, which means you got to lose weight after the fact. There's responsibility on you to stay healthy after the fact. I'm not going to make an excuse for fat people ever, all right? You could go ahead and do that shit, but she's probably going to learn more from me telling her the truth. She's fucking obese, period.
She's not
175
obese.
pounds at her size, unacceptable.
I've seen women bigger and unhealthier.
That doesn't mean shit. That's not good. What are you talking about? Like, that's not good. Why are you like co-signing obesity?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
She's
I
obese.
just
She's
know
well
what
over
obese
30 pounds
is.
over her shit, man.
I know what obese is, bro.
You're a dumbass. That's what you are. You don't know
175 is
nothing.
not obese.
yeah, you don't know your
You're
stats.
fucking dumb, dude. You're dumb as fuck.
When this
Like,
is
seriously.
done, Google what fat and obese is. You'll see what.
30
what we're talking
pounds over what she's supposed to weigh, and she's well over 30 pounds of what she's supposed to weigh. That's clinically obese. It's a fact. It's black and white. It is what it is. You might not like it, but it's the truth. You need more guys to tell you the truth. You're dumb as fuck. Real talk, man.
I'm not dumb.
You
bro.
are dumb
I'm
as shit.
very intelligent.
No, you ain't. You
I
argue in
like
bad
sifting
faith.
through the knowledge so I can peek what I like.
Shut up, though, dude. Knowledge is about what you like and what you don't like. It's about
I like the truth.
It's about truth.
I like the truth.
Or not.
It
Fact
is.
or fiction.
Yeah.
I've been given facts. She's obese. You might not like it, but fuck what you think. I'm saying what it really
I
is.
also gave you facts. She's dealing with hormones. She's dealing with extraneous factors
There's not
that
an
is different
excuse.
through every woman.
That's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's
to
a
be
reason.
obese. Who gives a fuck about the reason?
And she's not obese.
If a nigga's a brokey, do you give a fuck if he's a brokey? No, you're like, damn, you're broke. I just don't want it. I'm not
That's not
interested.
true.
That's
Either.
cool.
That's not true.
All right. So,
can we say people have fat preferences? Can we say that?
bro,
Does that
nobody
make
likes fat chicks, man.
I like a thick bitch.
Hey.
Are you a man?
I am into girls as well.
No one cares.
I mean, no one cares, but like from a girl's perspective, like if you have stretch marks, you have a belly, you have ass.
When's your last boyfriend? Or sorry, your last girlfriend?
That's while ago now.
Hmm.
Wait, she's wheeling me.
I wonder why.
Nah, I've been single for a while now, but honestly, like bodies are bodies. But if you're obese, you're obese. But like if you look good, you look good. Like I could be a healthy weight and be like 23% BMI. You know what I mean? Like it's all perspective too, and that's like what body like positivity is about like nowadays and stuff.
Body positivity is a bunch of bullshit.
I do agree with you that it is bullshit, but
So then why
if
the
you
fuck are
have-
you making an argument
if you
for
have
it?
big titties
Oh
and a
my
big
God.
ass and a little bit of a belly, there's nothing wrong with that. Or if you're like curvy, there's nothing wrong with that. Or if you're even like a 2x4 or whatever the fuck you want to call it, there's nothing
So you just
wrong
said body
with that.
positivity is bullshit, but now you're making an argument for body positivity.
Not exactly body positivity, but there's 100 different type of fucking bodies out there.
Before
like,
you talk, please think about what you're saying.
No, I know for real. There's 100 different types of bodies out there. Like everyone
what?
likes something different, you know. So I
Yo.
do agree with her.
Yo,
Like girl to girl.
I'm done.
You're a fucking moron too.
Oh, these
Holy
chicks are
shit,
hard.
dude.
Press his balls.
Yo, like,
God
this is
damn.
probably the most truth bombs these girls have gotten ever.
Yeah.
Yo, like, what the fuck? Like, on
Y'all
one side,
too.
body positivity is bullshit. Then you say you agree with her. That contradicts what you just said.
How?
How?
Like, if I had a baby, I'm sure I would not look good.
She was making an argument for body positivity. Then you just said body positivity is retarded.
I mean, everything is bullshit at the end of the day. Yeah,
Yeah,
like you
that's
could be
real.
like both sides are bullshit. Body positivity is bullshit. Like it's all about being healthy. That's what matters to me. Like
Is
that's
being
my
fat
opinion.
being healthy then?
I don't have any comments about that.
The
but
answer's a
just about
profound
being
fucking no. It's not. It's the number 1 killer in the United States is fucking heart disease. Like, from people being fat as fuck. Like,
Oh, and consuming sugar. That's another killer here. Yep. I don't know if you knew that, but in this country, it's very prevalent.
well, they get fat.
Chris.
Right, it's correlated.
Chris.
What?
Chats? No, because you didn't say anything, Chris.
What?
You said a time.
Yeah, sure, yeah, I know. All right, guys, chats. Let's go.
This nigga, bro.
No, it's fine. That's fine. Look, I'm doing loud right now. All right, chats.
Jacques.
Wait.
I'll tell you guys this. She gonna go to the fucking gym now. She gonna eat better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? You motherfuckers didn't help with that.
Hopefully she's gonna do that. 'Cause
She
you
will.
don't- you don't
Shame
know.
is very powerful.
Okay.
Shame is extremely powerful.
I hope that because you don't know what she's going through.
All right, chats.
You don't
Look,
know
man.
what she's going through, and the way you talk
There's
to her.
never an excuse to be fat.
That's not an excuse.
Okay,
You
then
are
why are
right.
you making an excuse for
I
her?
am agree with you with that.
Then why are you making an excuse for her then, right now, if
The
you agree?
the way you talk to her and the way you said it to her
It's the truth.
is so Is the truth? Is the truth? But doesn't matter how you said things to people.
Oh, how
You don't
should have
know-
I said it?
You don't know.
How should have I said it then?
You don't know what
That she
she's
needs to lose
going
weight.
through. For
How
you
should I,
to
how
be
should I have I
telling-
said it?
More decent. Like, okay, maybe you are a little bit overweight. Like, I'm not gonna say like whatever you're trying to say, but the way you said it to her is the reason why a lot of people do crazy shit. Hopefully, you are right. And
No, I am
you
right.
I mean, yeah. She's
I am right.
strong. I hope that she's a strong woman and she's super intelligent and she's gonna do whatever you're saying. Like, yeah, I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna start eating healthy. I hope she does that.
If it was just you
And
guys here sitting
I
at the
hope
panel talking to her, do you think she would have went to the gym and exercised after the fact? If it was just you guys and we weren't here?
I could have said the same thing that you said to her in a better
In a
way. That
way
she,
better
she
way.
What have you said it
in a
though?
way
What have
better
you said it? What have you said it?
I would say like the first step to start to change is accept yourself. Accept that this is not, because
No.
she said it. This is not the body that she used to have before she has her kid. This is not the body that she used to have. So that's the first thing she needs to do. Accept that she's not in the right way. She's not. This
What
is
have you
not the
said it to her?
This is not
What
the
have you
body.
actually said it to her though?
Exactly. It's the way you say things to people.
When you guys were back there, did you tell her? You guys had what, an hour plus together? Did you say it to her back then?
Do we don't
No,
walk up to
because
people
I
and
don't
tell
know
people
her
they're
like that.
fat.
I just met her.
People on top of
Nah, we
just
do.
met
We
her.
do. We do. Men and women are way different.
I
We
just
do.
met her. I'm not gonna go to her and tell her what she needs to do when I don't know her.
Thank you.
I
You
just
wouldn't have
met
said
her.
it. You were with her for longer than I was, and you didn't say shit. So you wouldn't have
Because
told her.
that's not
But
my
fat as a
business.
perspective.
That's not
What if
my.
someone
That's
didn't
not my
think she was fat?
business. Like I don't need nobody to come. That if you don't know me,
Obese is not a fucking perspective. Yo, like you, the amount of like
This
yo,
is the thing.
the amount of like hoops that you guys are trying to jump to like sit here and tell me that I'm an asshole or I'm wrong or whatever. What I'm saying is a fucking fact. She had the kid a year ago. She's obese. She needs to lose fucking weight. I'm 6'3", 200 pounds. She weighs almost as much as I do as a female. If you guys don't see something wrong with that, something is wrong with your mind, and that's why so many people are fucked up
But
in
that's the
America.
thing that I'm
Fat retards, low IQ, fat, and retarded in the United States, and they're fucking broke. People need to get a better mind to understand you need to be in shape. That will help you with having a better mindset, with being a clear mind, and then being a better human being, period.
Okay, but I'm not saying that you're wrong. You are right in what you're saying. It's
Okay.
the way you said things
I don't give a
to
fuck
people.
how I said it. And
That's
look,
it.
look,
That's
hold
the
on,
problem.
hold on,
That's the problem.
hold on.
That you don't get it. That's
Hold
the
on.
problem.
I don't give a fuck what y'all think about how I said it because it's a fact. If I say 1 + 1 is 2, or 1 + 1 is fucking 2, doesn't change the fact that it's still 2. All right? We warned you guys before the show. Put your feelings aside. We're gonna say things that might be uncomfortable. All right? So, what I'll tell you is this: she's never gonna forget this night. She's probably gonna be motivated to go to the gym now. Shame is a very powerful thing, and none of you motherfuckers would have said that shit to her, but I did. So if she loses the weight, you can fucking thank me for it, and she probably will. Because now she has a strong stimuli to lose the weight. There's a difference between men and women. We call it like it is. Y'all would have sat here and said, your body's beautiful, it's okay. Continue on. And she continued to be a fat piece of shit.
She already told us backstage that she was working on that, though.
Oh, really?
But what if I looked at her and didn't genuinely be like, oh, she's fat? Like, what if my
What if
mind
I just
didn't
didn't
go
even think
there?
that?
Like,
Yeah.
Well, then you're stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Then you're fucking stupid.
Why I have to
If
be
you can
thinking
look
like-
at her and you don't see that she's objectively obese, you're fucking dumb.
She's not obese, bro. Have you seen obese? Have you actually seen like 600-pound life or like them TLC shows?
Yo,
like
look,
where
you need
they're
to shut the
actually
fuck
fat?
up and actually
Like,
listen. I literally said obese is 30 pounds over fucking weight.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So
She's
what's-
well over 30 pounds over where she should be.
Where she should
so
be.
she's obese. You're not going to sit here and make an argument with me
How
with
do you
irrefutable
know?
facts.
Where she should be
Yeah,
at.
I fall under that
Okay,
category.
Off of her height.
You're not getting my
Off of
point.
her height, she should not be
You don't know her
175.
family history. You don't know
Listen.
her
What
the fuck does
genetics
that have to
and
do with
history,
anything?
Because she could be predetermined for that weight. Like,
Obese is obese. You're a fucking
not obese,
moron.
though.
You are so goddamn dumb. It hurts my brain.
I'm sorry.
I'm telling you in black and white what obese is, and you're dumbass. Well, made up of family. I don't know. Maybe this. It doesn't change the fact that it's still obese. Period.
Listen.
Period.
Listen.
Irrefutable. This is
Listen.
not my opinion. What I think.
No.
My feelings. You're fucking wrong.
no,
Period.
you're wrong.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're retarded. You're in the quad of the
Listen.
show. You're low IQ. You're dumb as fuck. You're an embarrassment to your family. I guarantee you they wish you weren't sitting here as a struggling ass musician. You need to go back to your family, live with them, go back to school, and fix your shit. I'm telling you, you're low IQ. Get the fuck out of here. You're retarded. You're literally retarded. You're just arguing to argue. I'm telling you, irrefutable fact, you're sitting here trying to argue with me. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Retarded.
You want me to leave for real?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. Get the fuck out of here. Dead ass.
I didn't mean to get such an emotional reaction.
No, no, no. It's not emotional. It's about you're a moron. You're hurting the quad of the show.
How?
I'm saying facts, and you're just sitting here trying to argue to argue. Just get the fuck out of here.
I'm not trying to argue.
You're here as a privilege.
I'm offering you another perspective as a woman.
Your perspective is fucking wrong, and you're dumb. Leave. Period. I'm telling you, irrefutable fact.
You can go.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was
All
nice
right,
to meet
girls,
y'all.
Let's go. Let's go. Your phone, everything. Good to go.
Just take your stuff and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna close out the show here in a second.
Yep, we will.
Perfect.
Get her out of here, man.
That's gross.
Incredible.
Good question. You're
I have a
skipping.
father.
Always with the cop questions, bro.
Yeah.
Your dad
I have
bonded
an
you?
actual birth father. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't there to help you.
No, he
With the
was.
speeding tickets.
No, it's like,
What the
oh.
fuck?
No, it's DUI.
It was a DUI.
Dishonor.
Nigga said dishonor family.
Wait, hold on.
I give you honor. No daughter.
No daughter for me.
She chicken. Orange chicken.
Real talk, real talk. If you didn't have a boyfriend, would you date him?
She got pulled over. No English. Okay, you going to jail.
You want chicken?
Hold on. Shut the fuck up, man. If you didn't have a boyfriend, would you date me?
This nigga trying to risk, bro. She's a criminal.
No, yo, Mark, chill.
It's
man.
You
okay.
would date me? I'm a criminal, apparently.
No, never with the felon.
Yeah. Exactly. There we go.
Wait, no, you
Shut the fuck
did,
up.
bro.
Shut the fuck up. Bro, Fresh, if you keep lying to my name, bro, I'm gonna go fucking leak your shit, bro. I'm gonna go leak your shit, bro.
Leaky.
I see what you did there, sir.
Okay.
That's actually pretty
Yeah, I
funny.
gave him the layup with that. He knew what I was fucking saying.
Okay, I'm done. Okay.
All right,
What
what's
about
your
you?
final thoughts here? Or questions or disagreements or whatever?
Criminal maker.
And by the way, she was Frank Castle on the show before.
She was?
Yeah, she was.
Belize or Asian?
Yeah, her.
Let me say,
Belize?
I was just gonna admit
What'd you get
that.
kicked out for?
I don't know.
You don't remember me getting kicked out?
I
for your
told you
show?
she was here before,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You were
I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah.
I did cap.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
familiar.
What'd you get kicked out for last time?
I don't miss, nigga. I don't miss.
Why'd you bring her back then, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, nigga, hey.
You fucking bum,
Hey,
man. Hey, man, this nigga's a fucking
it's been a
bum.
while, man.
Hey, man, we're doing live, man.
Man,
We're doing live, man.
Oh, Chris,
I
man.
didn't know,
Listen to my
man.
teacher.
All right,
No,
what'd you get
but
kicked out for?
She apologized, man.
We got along though today.
Yeah.
Today.
I think so.
What did you say last time?
Yeah, what'd you say last time they got you kicked out?
The O2 sale is now on. Save up to £600.
It's a long story though.
Do you want two baby daddies?
No. But I do remember I accidentally called you a little bitch, and I apologize for that because you weren't a little bitch today. And I
Wait,
called you
what?
that. I
Wait,
called you
today?
that last
Did
time.
you notice that jab?
No, but you were cool today. Forgive me.
But you were a little bitch last time, huh? That's what.
Why do you look like that? Is this
You lied to me, nigga.
I know I did. I had to. I didn't want to talk about it yet.
Neon, what should we do with this liar?
Kick her off.
Exile her?
Fucking shoot her, bro. I'm over this shit.
Oh my god.
He's joking. He's joking.
Okay, he's kidding. That was a joke. Okay.
Yeah. Chris, man.
No,
fuck, man.
Yo, she apologized. It is what it is. Like,
Not to us, nigga.
Not to us, nigga.
No.
did.
But to me, earlier, like, I seen a video.
That's some bullshit. She didn't even apologize just now. What the
I'm
fuck was
sorry.
that?
She said today.
No, I'm sorry. Do you forgive me?
You know what? Get on your knees. I said sorry.
Wow, that's terrible.
Neon, make her do it, bro.
I'd rather leave.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
yeah,
You can leave then.
All right,
I was just kidding, by the way. But
Yeah,
okay.
no, you can leave. Just leave. Yeah. Have a good day.
No Instagram.
Yeah. Right.
Dumb bitch.
What
Can I
about
wait
you?
for 5 seconds? Hold on.
What?
So you would if your boyfriend wasn't watching?
This nigga.
You give it up, bro.
Hey.
Can you let me for 5 seconds before you ask a question? God damn.
All right, he's gone.
Bad wingman. Bye.
All right, she's gone.
Criminal maker.
Find a father for that kid.
Hey, we do a live.
No,
Think it's for the kid.
Let somebody raise your son. Okay, keep walking. He needs a masculine figure in his life.
All right.
He's gonna go
What about you?
Miss Puerto Rico?
Had fun. I agree with her. The last time I came, I like this time better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like the topic.
You're a good sport.
Wait, what panel were you on?
Damn.
Not astrology. I'm talking about quantum physics, subject matter expert things that I'm a subject matter expert in, and they're a subject matter.
So, question.
So then, if these intellectual men were all there and stuff, why aren't you with one of them?
I'm friends with them. I was dating one. I know a bunch.
Translation: they were just having sex with you.
No, not true.
Yes.
Because they come back to me for my
For sex.
advices. No, they come back to me not just for my body, but they come back to me for my brain.
They would have
So,
committed to you then.
Yeah,
exactly.
That would have.
It's my choice.
No, it's their choice.
My choice.
So you do realize that men are the ones that choose who gets a relationship, right? Men are the gatekeepers to commitment. Women are the gatekeepers to sex. It's not really your choice.
Yeah, it's my choice if I want to break up with them or not.
No, but it's their choice if they give you a serious commitment.
Yeah.
So therefore, men are the gatekeepers to relationships. Are you gonna get down on a knee and get married?
I've been married before actually.
But I'm saying, who got down to who and proposed to who?
He proposed to me, obviously.
That's my point.
And I divorced him.
Okay, but either way, you got that relationship through a man giving it to you, right?
That's also yeah, but he was not a good partner. I did not choose.
That's
well.
not the point. You love to deflect when I'm saying something fairly objective and one. Like,
But what's the point? What's the point you're trying to get at?
the point I'm trying to make is if these men were so fantastic and you actually had these amazing conversations or whatever the fuck with them, you would have had a ring and you would have been married to one of them.
I don't want
and
that.
you're not.
I don't want that.
Because you don't want them.
No, because I don't want to be tied down to somebody. I don't want to be someone to control me and have some paper over me. I've been married before. I know how this goes.
You want to be ran through. So you just want to be single.
No, I don't want to be.
That's cope, man.
I want a relationship, but I don't need a freaking paper to prove love.
So you do want a relationship.
Yeah.
So then why haven't any of these guys committed to you and been your like taking you seriously and made you their serious girlfriend?
Because maybe the men.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Proof is in the pudding, man.
Because
Proof is in the pudding.
like you said.
Crickets.
Like you
These
said.
men like me. You guys, I don't know if you guys have experience, blah blah blah. Yeah, these niggas have experience finessing you.
No, didn't you talk earlier about?
She thought she had some earlier,
bro.
Didn't you talk earlier about how women get bored easily?
You get bored easy.
I do.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah.
If she
That's
meets
why.
a man that she actually admires and loves, like you said, they were so good to you and so amazing, she would leave. But you're leaving, so I guess they're not that good.
Sign off.
I just get bored easily. That's it.
Sure.
I wonder why.
Sure.
I wonder why.
And then somebody else was saying something.
Nah.
I don't know.
She's not bored. She's trying to make some kind of point on some shit.
She's all okay.
She's not
I
bored.
mean, even this whole conversation is kind of boring, honestly. It's like,
Well, you leave if you want
You
to.
can leave if you want.
no, I don't want to leave. No, she's okay.
Oh no, you're bored, right?
You're bored.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, now you like it.
But no, it's good and bad. Like sometimes the conversations are a little dry. A little.
Listen,
Save
you
yourself.
got triggered because you said signs
Save
weren't
yourself.
real. I get it. Just
got
relax.
triggered,
all
yeah.
right?
But I'm not gonna leave. No, I'm not triggered at all. I'm not triggered at all.
Well, no, I mean if you're bored, you can just leave.
No,
It's
I
fine.
don't want to leave.
All right.
I'm here to stay.
I feel like it hasn't seemed very boring.
So she leaves all her men, but can't leave the podcast. Got it.
Or she has a point that she wants to make.
All right, PR, relax.
What point? We just refuted her point now. These men were so fantastic, etc.
My thing is the water. I care about the ocean. Sorry.
All right.
That's your point.
All right. Let's read
Little mermaid. Sorry,
I don't know.
Dude, you're off your rocker, man.
Yo, I watched the fuck too on nigga.
Yeah, man. God damn, bro.
What the hell? You can see the eyes, man.
Off a rocker, man.
That didn't
Crazy
save you.
eyes.
That destroyed you.
Hell, man.
Don't come from someone's intellect. That's off the limits.
All right, Crispy.
Oh, how? Who the fuck said that? Why are you laughing? You're my same skin tone. That's some oddly
we're
colorism
not the
shit.
same, bro.
Now, honestly, let's look at the face card. Let's look at the face. Let's look at the features, bitch. Let's look at the features. Come on, me, Chris.
You call me a bitch? You
No,
call me a bitch?
not you, Chris. Zoom in on my features, though. Let's do this. A crispy Barbie, bitch.
No, we can't.
Let's see who the other Barbie is. Let's compare.
Barbie.
Oh,
What?
let's compare. That's what I said. Let's compare.
Oh, she had that ridiculous comment about a business meeting or whatever. Yo,
Yeah.
what
Let's
makes
go
you,
on that.
why would I bring you to a business meeting when I'm meeting with other dudes?
That's
like,
not my place. Beyonce. She took me to the business. What? I don't even know the words, but upgrade you. Listen to that song. No, so honestly, without even joking, no woman here has been invited or
indoctrinated by this female, indoctrinated by this feminist propaganda. Yo,
I'm not feminist because I'm quiet at the meeting. That's not my meeting. I'm quiet.
No.
I'm quiet.
You're feminist by thinking that number one, talking about education over a family, all this stuff, and this is what I mean when I say Beyonce. This is what I mean when I say, well, you lack some of those critical thinking skills. With all due respect.
How do you think so?
Because earlier with my point about a woman needs to like a man more, I articulated that perfectly, and then you went ahead and said, oh well.
So the fact that I didn't accept your opinion is a fact that
Can you let
mattered.
him talk, please? Like you said.
Yeah, and you interject a lot
I
too.
apologize. I do that.
Yeah, I have a
I
very
need to
bad
work
habit.
on
It's
that.
very annoying.
I know. I need to work on that. I
Like, shut up,
apologize.
please. Just shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
I'm gonna tell you to fucking shut up because you've been interjecting the entire show and you're hurting the quality of the show and people are annoyed by it. So I'm gonna have to tell you in a more stern way, shut up when I'm speaking. Period.
It's on
Period?
podcast, ladies.
Yes.
Yes.
Or do you want an exclamation point?
I would like an exclamation point if you will.
Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Just leave. Get out of here.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a great
Get out of
time.
here. And take the crazy chick while you're with you. Just you leave too, man. Since you're bored. Get out
Why
of
are
here.
you allowing her to leave? She's chilling.
No, both of y'all just leave, bro. Just leave. You are leaving. Leave. Both of y'all.
Have a great night.
I'm gonna behave.
This isn't a choice. This isn't up for debate.
You're bored, so
you leave.
No, I'm not bored.
No, you're leaving.
Please.
It's not up for debate. Leave.
Listen, I'm sorry if I disrespected you in any
Leave.
way, shape, or form.
Leave. Period.
Can
leave.
you please let me stay?
No, leave.
And we can
Leave.
keep discussing.
Leave. Leave. You're bored. It's fine. There's probably
I'm
more
not-
exciting things
We're
to
not
do.
old enough for you.
Yeah, there's more
We're
exciting
too
things.
young.
There's more exciting things for you to do
31.
somewhere else. Leave. There's consequences to actions, and you're experiencing it right now. Leave.
This is a part of quantum physics. Time to go.
Yes.
We're not kidding, by the way.
How many times do I gotta tell you, like, leave?
Yo, Icy, get her, man.
Like, bro, this is crazy.
Icy, get her,
You
man.
don't want
Leave.
Icy on you, bro. You know she beat
Please stop talking in the back. Just leave. Just put your shoes on.
Icy will whoop
Just put on your shoes on outside.
Bring you outside.
Just put your shoes on outside.
And she got no ass, nigga.
Ridiculous, bro.
Just saying.
Oh no.
Just saying, bro.
Oh no.
Quantum leave. Quantum jump. There you go.
She said, "Can I please
Damn.
stay?"
I would never say. You would say.
She just said it was sorting.
Yo, imagine all the guys that said, please stay, and she left. So guess what?
But
Yeah, right.
that's not the point. The ocean.
It's ocean.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I want to ask her to name all the oceans. But I'm she can answer
I
that.
kept asking her which ocean because she said
She can answer that.
I said which
doubt.
one? There's
It's
so many.
all of them.
Yeah, you should have said
All
Yeah.
the oceans. The
They're both
Quantum
unsolvable.
stress.
Both insufferable.
She was stressing me out. She was
Bro.
stressing me out so bad.
She took up so much of
I
the show,
literally
bro. I was like,
couldn't
God
think.
damn,
That was
nigga.
bad energy.
Yeah.
Like, let me talk at least a little bit.
Save the whale.
She was talking about it.
See the turtle.
No, I was being polite, but at some point it's like, yo, shut up. One in pink. Do you live on disability?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I am epileptic. Adrian. I did get hit in the fucking head, in the back of the head. So guess what? If you get hit in the back of the fucking head too, guess what? You're gonna end up like Adrian. Yeah, you know what? But you know what? It took me a while, but guess what? I'm perfectly fine now.
Was that Pokemon?
But you know what? Your dad, your fucking mom is on. Your mom is on disability though for having a fucking
Yo,
fucked
pull
up
that
ass
Pokemon Slowpoke, bro.
fucking gerbil like you.
All right.
Gerbil. Yeah.
All right. I am. My favorite question. What do men find hard about dating you? Okay.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
Let's start here this time.
Yeah. What do men find hard about dating you?
Well, I think that a man really has to be in his masculine energy to date me. No feminine at all, because of the what I do. I'm a singer, but I don't have the same brain as a man. I just create music. So
is that you?
Because
Oh, so cute.
like your fucking mom is too. She was probably fucking drinking when you were when she was pregnant with you, bitch.
All right. All right. So.
But anyway, so I do music. So for guys, like in my past, my one of my relationships that I had, I used to play piano, and guys would come up and say, "You did a great job," and it would piss them off. So like, kind of just like with that aspect, they don't like guys coming up to me after I sing or play piano type shit. And so it was really hard for him to deal with that. Even though I don't cheat, even though I know that I'm not comfortable with these guys, that I'm not banging, for some reason in his brain, when he sees all these guys, talking to me.
So you said being as masculine.
Yeah, he has to be very
But don't
masculine.
you realize that masculine men are super territorial?
Yeah, you should. And I exactly.
But you just said that was a negative.
So but no, I didn't think it was negative. But don't ruin my fucking night if people are coming up and talking to me, because that's what happened every time someone would say.
So you want a
you did
masculine man that's
wonderful."
gonna sit there and let you talk to other men then?
No, I wasn't talking, but it's like after the show, people are in the
Contradicting
same
yourself, bro.
facility. No, it's in
You
the
wanna
same
hear it?
facility. It's not like I'm meek.
Me and more
Okay. Look, I've been playing piano since I was 3 years old, okay? So, like, yeah, people will come up to me and talk to me after the show, but I don't go home with them.
Yeah,
you know?
So, on one end, you said that you want a hyper masculine guy, but then you don't realize that hyper masculine men are very territorial with
I
women.
get it. I don't mind a hyper masculine guy. Just don't ruin my fucking night after I perform. That's it.
But
that's it.
I'm
fine.
They're gonna be hyper masculine and they're territorial.
Yeah, well, he can just hold my hand with me while after the show. Then how about that? Just stand with me. If you want, whatever, be territorial.
Yeah.
Stand
Don't be a bitch about it.
Rub my fucking shoulders next to play the piano.
See, women don't know what they want, bro. This is
No,
actually
I know what they want.
prove my
Look,
point.
I don't care. Just don't ruin my night if people tell me I did a
That's
good job.
like saying I want a lion that's
I don't
also
get it.
like that's like saying I want a lion that's a vegetarian.
So like,
it doesn't work that
say
way.
if you okay, for example, say you knew a chick and you really liked her and she had a special talent, okay? And people compliment her all the time. How do not the sucking dick, motherfucker, like an actual fucking skill, like a fucking cooking.
Okay, really well.
You feel me? So what I'm saying is, like, what if she has a special skill and she's special? So motherfuckers is always coming up because after the show, you're there at the show. You can literally stand up to her, next to her. But it's not my like when I'm playing piano and we're still in the same facility, people come up and talk to me. People
Why
come
do you
up.
need validation from other men when you have one?
I don't need validation. People
Word.
come. I want to fucking leave, but if other people are like, "Hey,
It's not validation, she's
congratulations,
a
you
performer."
did
But that's
amazing
like
job. You
women,
did an
too.
amazing
Yeah,
job."
it's like your
I
podcast,
say
you get
thank
praised.
thank you.
Yeah,
And
but
just
men and women aren't the
keep it
same.
fucking
This is why I
going.
tell guys
Obviously,
don't.
what do you do
Hold
with
on,
the girl with a special talent?
Stop. What you're basically saying right now is I want a lion that's a vegetarian. It doesn't work that way.
No, I want to lie.
You
He
want a
can stay
secure
there. He can
man.
do whatever
Yes,
he
secure
wants.
man.
If he wants to be there, whatever. But like I've
Secure
been playing
man.
piano. Do you want me to just stop? If you want to just make me stop
just
playing
stop
piano,
being
masculine and secure.
This actually proves my point. I tell guys all the time, don't take women seriously that are performers. And music industry. No offense.
Like, what do you
No
mean?
offense, but that's why.
Okay, well, look, if you want me to not ever do that again, then fine. Then
Wait.
just take me
So are
under
we
the wing
saying-
and then
I'm
do all your
confused.
bills, and I'll take care of the kids. I don't give a fuck. I truly
I don't
don't
think
care.
men
I don't
should take
care.
women seriously that are entertainers. This is a
I'm
big
not
part of
an
the reason why.
entertainer. I play
you're not
pianos.
secure?
I play piano
To do what?
in galas.
To entertain.
Look, I
To entertain.
play piano in like galas, nice events.
You
like,
get paid.
To entertain.
Okay, it's what I've been doing my whole life. I was 3 years old.
So
I get
women
that.
should just never
I
get
get that.
married then?
So
No.
why can
Entertainers
you
should
not
just never
take-
get married
so
and
why
have
can
a
you not
relationship
take somebody
and
like me
love and-
who's been doing this since I was 3 years old?
Entertainers.
My mother taught me
Entertainers
piano
get
when I was 3
entertainers.
years old. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Do it in the house by yourself, bro.
Are you gonna sit there and watch me while I do it? 'Cause I'll do it.
masculine ass man.
No, because look, you guys are
If you
missing
want to
the
take me
glaring.
pale every day, just take me in, that's fine.
You guys are missing the glaring contradiction here. She said, "I want a hyper masculine man." Hyper masculine man, number
maybe
one.
not
Don't
hyper.
sit there and she said she wants a masculine man. Masculine men don't sit there and argue with women.
Maybe
They,
not.
we don't, they don't negotiate with terrorists. It's my way or the highway. Number two, they're going to be territorial and they're going to not like other men coming up to you all the time
Like,
to
what if you
do
play
whatever.
piano
Can you
at church?
stop interrupting for 2 seconds?
And people come up to
That's
you.
annoying as fuck, bro. That's another thing. Like, we don't want to sit there and argue with you either.
I'm just trying to like just like
you're
y'all
a masculine ass
understand.
woman, and it's like, bro, like we don't
Well,
want to
you're
deal with
being
this shit.
feminine.
How am I being feminine?
Because
I'm about to pay.
You've been cutting me off on my own
I'm
podcast
sorry.
a
Would
bunch
you
of times.
forgive me? Have a good one. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm about to pay.
You take one too many.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll make you relax.
You're being annoying as fuck right now.
Yeah,
I
like,
apologize.
Don't forget where the fuck you're at, all right? Because
I did have enough to drink, but at the
I don't
same
give a fuck
time,
how much you have to drink.
I know, but look, just understand where I
Shut
came
the fuck
from.
up for
I'm
2
sorry.
seconds, all right? Let me make this explicitly clear.
Shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, okay? No, stop. Sorry.
Yo, both of y'all get the fuck off the show, bro. Both of y'all get the fuck off the show. Y'all think this shit a game. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you guys are fucking with the wrong one, man. I'm not that guy. Get the
Look, I
fuck up out
wasn't
of
trying to
here.
be like that at all.
Nah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Truthfully,
Get the fuck up out of here,
I
bro.
truthfully, look,
Get out of here.
I truthfully,
Like you guys, like, we don't sit here and tolerate fuckery from women, bro. Get the fuck up out of here, man.
And
Both
you'll
y'all.
be back too.
I think this shit's a game, man. Get the fuck out of here. This is opportunity for y'all. 20,000 plus people. Yeah, opportunity. You guys want to come on here and act like idiots. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. Get the fuck up out of here.
Crazy, bro. That's wild, bro.
Am I allowed to say
I was
something?
gonna play devil's
Fucking ridiculous.
advocate
Get the
for a
fuck up out of here,
second.
man.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
They got
something
me
for
fucked up,
you.
these hoes, man.
For you, because as a performer, she's talking about being a performer.
Yeah.
Me, when I do, men come up to me, they like me, but obviously I'm not into them. But I would never date. I've never dated as a dancer, because that's only going to attract men who are not masculine and not secure with that. So I'm not going to put a man in that position to date them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I do for work is going to attract male attention, and it's going to bother my boyfriend. So if she's in a career where you're piano and you're getting all this stuff, you have to choose your career or the man at that point.
That's a good point.
I wanted to play devil's.
Roll the panel away. I don't think they would understand the candy store. I don't know.
Thailand. $100.
Ladies, it might be tough to hear, but these guys are giving you some game. High value men that you all want are highly sought after by 99% of all women, and you and old. Myron on his Jada shit. Fresh is Rolex wearing and Lambo driving. Woo. Yeah, and a couple of you guys asked about high value men, and then we're telling you what it is. Who asked for it?
Some of us agreed.
Was it you? That's the high value man question.
What is considered?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, she did say what's considered a high valued man.
Oh. And you're not okay with the cheating?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Lovely.
Okay.
Champagne Poppy.
To all the super triggered women talking down on me, relax. Drink some water. Act like you somebody's daughter. Then I search your name, found you on the gram. Click the link tree and see you sucking dick on cam. What the fuck? Hell nah. Not Miss Independent.
That's actually a Drake song.
A Drake line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don goes, advice to ladies, don't focus so hard on how these guys are explaining the difference between, I think it means between both genders. Just take their word as the truth and put your feelings to the side. Question, who do you believe has life easier, men or women?
Women.
All of you think women?
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah, women.
And then you expect us to treat you as equals?
Whoa, that's crazy.
But are you gonna
Got y'all, man.
That was quiet.
Got y'all.
Are you gonna treat us bad though, like with disrespect?
No,
Like,
not
what do you
really.
mean?
No, but I mean,
Not
as in,
really.
I do certain things. I could do certain things that you simply can't.
Like what?
Go to the
Cheat?
club with his boys.
Yeah. Trying to fuck other girls, that's different.
Yeah, I mean, pay for your bills, you feed you, take care of you, provide for you. Like, all you doing is sitting there taking care of the house. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy, you know? Like, look around.
Damn, bro.
It's hard as
Yo, this is
hell.
crazy.
You're telling your
do any
boss.
of you have brothers?
Yeah.
Real quick, do any of you have brothers?
Yes.
Have you guys, is this the first time y'all have heard this type of shit?
No.
So for, no, for some of y'all, I could tell it's the first time y'all ever heard
It's
this.
simple. Imagine telling your boss what to do. It's the same shit, honestly.
Yeah, your boss work hard too.
Your boss isn't gonna do you dirty behind your back though.
Yeah, he fire you.
I mean,
He'll
maybe.
fire you.
Neither is your high value man.
Yo,
He's gonna cheat on you.
No, you know what's up.
Okay, yeah. If he's talking to you and you cool with it, then yeah, okay.
But that's what we're saying.
Listen, your boss
I guess I'm
knows-
used to men cheating on me and not telling me. That's why.
We're also saying that the guy didn't tell you.
He's a low value man. He's
Okay, you know what?
Well, no,
Hold on. I gotta ask this. All right, ladies, rate yourself from 1 to 10.
Oh God.
Assuming that a 10 is perfect. Okay? No makeup, fresh out the shower. Shout out to
Hair
Caves.
done, nails done.
What would you rate yourself 1 to 10?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Why not?
I mean,
What would
I
you
just
rate?
don't want to.
Just simple question. What
If you don't do it, they'll do it for
Is
you.
it just looks or is it like everything?
Yeah, just looks, not personality, just strictly.
That's fine.
The chat will do it for you. Okay, chat.
All right,
Give it a rating, bro.
Chat.
Forward.
Just don't be difficult, man. Just rate yourself 1 to 10. It's not that crazy.
Go.
I'll say
I
like
said what I said. I said I wasn't gonna answer that.
Why not?
I just don't want to.
He gave you a 4.
Why not?
Okay. That's
So-
what it is.
So you're 4?
4.
Okay. There you go.
Bro, why are you so triggered? You've been mad the whole time with like rolling your eyes and attitude and shit like that. Like, what's your problem?
Does it bother you?
It's a podcast.
No, it's like it's a podcast.
Yeah,
so
you're
it's like
being,
if we ask you a
useless.
question, answer the question. We gave you guys a chance to ask us questions. We answered it. It's a part of the show. So like, if you don't want to do it, then you can just leave.
You're saying Frank now, Castle.
If you bought a car between 2014 and 2021, go put the registration plate number in this form, because you might be eligible for compensation on your car.
Just answer the question, like.
4. That's what they gave me. 4.
what do you think though?
Yeah, what do you think?
4.
All right, chat. What do y'all want, man? It's Friday. I'll give it to you guys. You guys want to get out of here or what?
Put a
'Cause
one
I
if you
don't
want a
want
gun.
chicks in here that's gonna kill the fucking buzz with being fucking annoying
Laying
and shit.
back and not
Yeah,
answering
laying back, not
questions,
giving a fuck.
man.
Like,
Getting triggered.
like yo,
Come on,
yo,
man.
we got 26,000 people watching right now, bro. Like, this is an opportunity for you. You want to come here and act like a dickhead, then that's fine. Like, what do y'all want, man? Ones if you guys want her gone. Twos if you guys want her to stay. We'll see what y'all say.
They're going crazy in the chat.
Because, bro, this shit
we got
crazy.
26,000
Like, you guys are on the
watching right
most
now.
lit podcast in Miami, giving us fucking attitude. Like, bro, like this shit's annoying.
Entitlement's
Like,
But
yo.
I'm not even giving you attitude.
There you are. Your body
You
language
are.
sucks. Your answer sucks.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, if you're mad or some shit, like, I'm not your boyfriend, man. Like, take that shit out on somebody else. Like, we're not here to fucking sit here and, whoa, we're gonna deal with your fucking attitude. Like, no, man.
Let's wait on you for a long
Yeah,
time.
man. Like, what the fuck do you think this is, man? Like,
This
this
is
is an
all-
opportunity for you. You want to come here and do some dumb shit? Like, yo, just.
You're saying all once.
All,
Yeah,
yo,
all
just
once,
leave,
man.
bro.
Just
Just
leave.
leave.
Yeah,
The
all right,
chat
let's
doesn't
leave,
want you
man.
here. Just leave.
All right, ladies.
Yeah, just leave.
They called it.
Get out,
Yeah,
bro.
they want you
You
out.
said you wanted to rate you, so
Yeah,
they're rating you
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
you
giving you
too,
one.
man.
Just
Don't waste
leave.
our time,
Yeah,
bro.
You go what
get
you
out of
wanted.
here.
A rating
It's,
of 0.
Bro, you gotta, yeah, man.
Bro.
This is fucking annoying. Anyway, all right. Rate yourself 1 to 10.
Fresh out the shower, like 4. Damn, sometimes I'm feeling really hot though, but I'll be realistic and I'll put like a 4, 5, or 6 on it.
Well, give you guys a barometer. A 5 is average. 5 is average, girl.
5 or 6.
Give us one because there's a big difference between a 5 and a 6. A 6 is
Really?
like attractive.
Damn, it's just I never really think of this. A 6 is what?
A 6 is attractive.
Okay, I'll say a 6.
All right. What about you?
Maybe like a low 7, high 6.
All right. 6. What about you?
I'm gonna say 7 at the shower, fresh.
All right.
7.
All right.
I would say 7.
All right.
Fresh out the shower, 5. All dolled up, an 8.
That was a big jump. You probably put on a lot of makeup. Okay.
It's my job. I have to.
Okay. That I just had to get that barometer and figure this out. Okay.
That makes sense.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Now I see why the answers.
It's a W Castle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Like, bro. Like, if you don't want to be, and real quick, because some of you guys look pretty uninterested. If you don't want to be here, ladies, you don't have to be here. Like, you know, I got to make this explicitly clear. We're fucking lit. We don't need y'all here. If you don't want to be here, then you can leave, bro. Honestly, like, we don't want no fucking chicks in here that's gonna be. Yeah, it's like fucking annoying, bro. Like, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to leave. If I've triggered you and pissed you off or some shit like that, or you're gonna act uninterested or not remember questions or some other shit, it's disrespectful to the platform. And at the end of the day, you're here as a guest, and it's a huge opportunity for you.
Yeah.
Some box. Like, you liked him at first, but he said or did something that instantly turned you off. If so, what was it? Okay.
That's actually pretty good.
All right, that's not a bad question.
Yeah.
So, was there a guy that you said, you know what, I'm gonna smash this guy, then he said or did something stupid and then fucked it up? We could start right here, actually, and then work our way back. For you,
What was the question? Sorry.
have you ever like met a guy and you're like, okay, I'm gonna definitely sleep with this guy, but then he said or did something stupid that made you say, never mind, I'm not gonna do it anymore?
Like he turned you off, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what was it that he did?
Was it?
Can you
what he
remember what it
said,
was?
Smelled something, or
I guess like I'm really sensitive to smells.
He smelled bad?
I guess, yeah.
you smell the curry?
All right. All right. So he smelled bad. All right. What about you?
For me, I haven't really experienced that. I see like a lot of the guys that I engage with are like brothers kind of thing. And then, I don't know, I really haven't had that experience when it comes to the term.
Okay. Oh. All right. What about you?
Me, to be honest, like, first of all, like, I don't like when guys are too cocky.
Like when they try to flirt with you and they try to like impress you and talk about their life like they're too cocky. Like I like a guy that does and not talk too much. That's what I like.
Action taker.
Yeah, like
All right.
niggas that talk too much I don't like.
All right. So what do you say? Like he said something like, "Oh, my Lambo's
I
parked
own
outside" or some
20
shit.
boats.
No, it's like, oh, I'm this shit. Look at all I have.
I'm that
you
nigga.
Know, I'm that nigga. Like, and they don't have nothing to back it up too. So it's like, bro,
if
you
he
talk
had-
too much.
So let's say this: had he not bragged about it, you would have hooked up with him.
To be honest, like it depends. It really depends on
But the question is specifically, you were gonna hook up with him, and then he said or did something that
yeah,
made you say
that's
no.
what happened to me last time. Like last time I liked the guy and then he was being just too cocky, so it just turned me off.
All right. What about you?
Something that turns me off. Well,
no, specific. You were gonna hook up with the guy, then he said or did something that made you say, never mind.
Okay, he said, "I'm still married."
Oh wow, that's a good one.
That's a good one. All right.
That's a
Then you
good
ask
one.
for money. That's what you ask.
All right. Still
Okay.
married. All right. What about you?
The question was,
you were gonna hook up with a guy, and then he said or did something that made you say, never mind.
Listen, his fucking dick was really small. Not gonna lie.
And then you just left the room. You said, I'm not gonna do that.
I just left my black truck or left the penthouse. But
okay.
It was just
so
too
small wee.
Small. Okay. What about you?
Got it.
Just that these things, you know.
Fuck the pocket.
You smelled bad.
Smell bad.
Okay.
Oh no, that's ratchet as fuck.
Okay. What about you?
Kind of following up on what Karma was saying is like being super, like too cocky, like
Arrogance?
not really having anything. Yeah.
Can you give us an example? Like, what did he say specifically? You want specifics?
Like when guys are coming in and they're saying like, I'm gonna, wow your world. I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm like, I mean, like,
better than.
how about we have like a conversation first?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so far not
But
interested.
were you already in your head like, I'm gonna sleep with this guy until he said, I'm gonna
Yeah.
blow your mind? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Like I was
so-
into it until he started like saying
Was that what he
shit.
specifically said? I'm gonna blow your mind?
Same, no one's ever ate your pussy like me before.
Oh, something like that. Okay.
They better, honestly speaking, like at that point, they gotta
Arrogance about sexual
deliver.
prowess.
It's just like it isn't cute. Like,
Yeah.
let's explore each other. And figure
Okay.
it out.
Better to show than talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Like saying he's him, but like his bank account don't match it.
How'd you find that out?
The hardware.
I started seeing someone, and he was all about himself, but he wasn't money hungry. He was just.
Oh.
All right. So you had hooked up with him before.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so okay.
Okay, for this to work, you have to be honest. I know you're trying to dance around the truth here. So the question is very straightforward. When is a situation where you were gonna have sex with a guy, but then he said or did something that made you say, you know what, never mind, and you didn't do it?
I did, but
Okay.
I found out after the fact.
So you slept with him first, then you wanted to sleep with him again, but then you had found out. What'd you find out?
Like he's broke.
That he's
He's
not
capping?
it. He's not that.
No-
He has
no
zero
ambition?
in his bank account. He has
How'd you find that
zero
out?
ambition.
How'd you find out his financial situation?
When he makes me pay for shit every single second of the day.
Okay, what do you make you pay for?
Everything.
Mama.
Were you guys like living together or some shit?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That nigga finessed you.
We do not
Oh my god.
We do not love.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't got to talk about that.
I just have more follow-up questions because that scenario just doesn't make sense to me. But okay.
How does that make sense to you?
It happens.
Because you had to, unless you guys met on the first day and you just moved in, like you had to have had like some kind of inkling of who this individual was or known him a bit before you moved in with him, and then.
Did he sell you a dream? Really good.
That's why I'm a little confused here.
But you had to see something at least.
Yeah, like.
I mean, he was a rapper, so I was.
Okay, so
trying
you
to
saw
believe in
potential
him.
him being a rapper
Yeah.
and moving forward, but
Yeah.
okay. He posted the rapper dream. I'll make it one day.
Okay. I mean, I don't
She
know
fell
if
for it.
she already. Okay.
How long,
Never mind. Let's move
roughly?
on.
But she missed
What
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because she already hooked up with him. That's why I was kind of. All right. What about you?
I think when men wants to show off too much, and for
Okay.
example, that they can't stop talking and talking about himself. It's like,
Hold on, wait.
Shut up, please.
You
I
gotta
want-
say that again. Because that was sexy. I love your accent. You said, wait, you're.
Look. When someone else is talking, I need you to be quiet. All right? It's like
I
stop with the ad
literally was
libs.
asking her to repeat herself because I couldn't hear her.
Look, them just pay attention because she's speaking pretty loud and we can all hear her. Everyone has really good headphones on and we got really
Maybe
good
I just
microphones.
wanna hear her say dick
So
again.
no, just let her speak. When people are speaking, please be quiet and let them say what they got to say. We don't need the ad libs or the commentary. Like, just be quiet and let them speak. You'll hear actually more if you're quiet. It's a fantastic thing.
What'd
Pay
you say?
attention. Your headphones are loud. I know they are because we programmed them.
Hurry up.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yo.
Just get the fuck out of here. Just leave.
Yeah,
Get the
leave.
fuck out of here. I don't know what you think this is.
Literally.
Yeah, just
Get
leave.
up and leave.
Yeah.
You're done here.
go.
Get out. Like, I don't know what the hell you think this is, man.
Wow.
Gave you many chances, very patient with you. Like, we're not going to tolerate the disrespect and all this other shit. You're here as a benefit to you as a guest. Just
And
leave.
I will help with Frank Castle just in case.
Frank Castle? What's a Frank Castle?
You're singing right now.
I am?
Yeah.
You're watching one right now live.
Well, why is it called Frank?
The Punisher.
Incredible.
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
It clicked.
It's amazing to me, like, there's literally people walking on Earth and they're just fucking stupid, bro. Like, incredible.
We gave her a lot of chances, so I mean.
Yeah, it is what it is. We gave hella fucking chances, dude. All right.
It's funny, some of the girls are like, yeah, they raise their hand.
Yeah, all y'all wanted her gone.
Yeah.
It's just y'all didn't want to admit it. It's fine. But
Shout out to the brave one.
I really tried to be
Brave one's in
patient
here.
here.
Brave, brave, brave.
I really tried to be fucking patient, man, but I couldn't take that shit no more. Really couldn't take that shit no more.
Wow.
They're saying I have man.
Oh, really?
Who said that?
Yeah,
do not
okay.
want to see bro.
Okay,
So-
someone said that she was actually a transformer. Okay.
Yeah.
So
What does
two
that
birds, one
mean?
stone.
What does a transformer mean?
Look at the meter, by the
Don't
way.
worry about it.
Look at the meter, by the way. 100% in the corner over there.
Later.
They want her gone too. Yo.
Me too?
baby.
So
now
you
we
were
got
saying
to do
arrogance. Yeah, we can
podcast
actually
fully.
have like a real
Finally.
podcast now, man, without the
Holy.
fucking stupidity. Incredible, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so.
What about you?
Okay, so you said arrogance, right, Miss Peru?
Voxy Mobile's unlimited social media is great.
Because you can see everyone's holiday snaps and feel like you're there even though you're not there.
Yeah, and it's only a tenner.
The fun never ends with unlimited social media on Voxy Mobile. Selected social apps in UK. TNCs apply.
All right, what about you?
So my biggest turn off is
Well,
when
the instance is more specific. It's when you were gonna hook up with a guy, but then you said, "No, I'm not gonna do it." What did they do that made you say, "Fuck that, I'm not doing it anymore"?
He started talking about a whole nother female.
I don't
And
know.
that was like, ayo, I'm not her.
In what way did he say that?
Was it his ex?
It was his ex.
See?
And I was just like, bruh,
Yeah.
I'm not her. I don't know what she did to you, but I didn't hurt you.
For sure.
And you need to heal before you do anything else.
It was in a complaining sense. Okay.
Classic example. Guys bring up their ex in a current dating situation. Yeah. For what? Yeah. Doesn't help anything. So that's a
If
very good
anything,
point.
you're gonna bring it up positively and just move on.
Yeah.
Like,
She
don't
was cool,
badmouth her.
you know,
Yeah.
good vibes, but-
Okay, what about you?
Okay, so it's not that I stopped fucking him that night. It's that I ended the whole relationship. Like,
No. The scenario
The
is
scenario is you were
like
gonna
a
hook up with
guy-
him and then you said never. Then you stopped.
it was more like that's true, but this is the closest thing I have to that.
Oh.
Like he did something, I was like, we're
And she
not
just went
doing
through every
this.
time. I guess. she went through every time.
I
Okay.
was groomed. Okay, so I don't know.
R. Kelly.
All right. So what happened?
So what happened was I was seeing this new guy. If he's watching, I'm sorry, but yeah, we were gonna do it. You know, he whipped it out. It's not that he had a disease or anything, but like he didn't wash.
Didn't shower?
So there was like fucking flakes. Flakes, bro.
Flakes? That's her story.
Oh no. What the fuck? I did not catch anything. I'm clean. Do not worry. But like there was flakes, and I was like, we're done.
What the fuck?
We can do this, but after this, we're done because there's no reason for
So
you.
you still smashed him that day?
Yeah, I did.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, girl.
I didn't wash. I told him we're not
Ain't no
fucking.
way nigga did that shit. What
You gotta do what you gotta do.
the fuck? Nigga said flicks. Yo, I was done, bro.
You had dandruff dick.
Yo, my nigga jerked off and they watched nothing. Instead of going on a date. Woo, let's go.
Literally, bro.
All right, bro. Ew.
I'm clean. Don't worry, guys.
Wait, hold on. Did he use a condom?
I made a watch. I was like, we're not fucking if this is ever gonna be the scenario. He was like, okay.
All right.
You grew up from that.
Fantastic. That was a little bit more information than I thought I would get, but okay.
Wow,
that was different.
Mama.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, moving on.
All right. So we're gonna start with. All right. So this is how it's gonna go. All right. You're gonna call your guy. You're gonna say, "Hey, why didn't we ever?" Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I know.
Well, we want to preface it first.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, what are you doing? Oh, I'm chilling. Real quick, I was talking to my girlfriend, and I had this question for you. Why do we never get serious? Like, you're mad
He's gonna
cool.
roast me.
Nah, just ask it in a smooth way.
Yeah.
And
Don't tell him
laugh.
exactly what he said verbatim.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if he's gonna answer. He's at work.
Just call him anyway.
Give him a try.
And then everyone on the panel, be quiet, and put the phone right up to the microphone.
So I say,
Hey, what you doing? Why we never got together? Talking to my girl. Don't laugh. Don't lead him on.
It's like one of them TikToks.
Does he watch the show?
No. I told him I was on it though today.
He's watching. Oh, fuck.
They're all at work.
What do you do for work?
He's a bartender at a high-end restaurant.
Please leave your message for.
All right. Now your
working.
turn.
It's probably working.
Call your guy. Say, hey, what are you doing right now? Blah blah blah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna say, hey, why didn't we ever be anything more serious?
I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, because he's trying to fuck you,
okay.
and you know it.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, I kind of have a serious question.
What's up?
Okay, so I was talking to one of my girlfriends, so Jessica, and I was just kind of wondering, like, why